Hello everybody, welcome back to a Bloodtinge only Bloodborne challenge run where I'm only allowed to use my guns. Here we have our Raider Plush and our repeating pistol pretty much good to go. So the rest of the run should be much smoother sailing and we won't make any mistakes and spend 2 hours on one boss again, will we? No, I don't think so. While we're here, I'm going to make the next Chalice dungeon because the end of the last stream we cleared the Themera Chalice. I'm going to make the Central Chalice now just so it's available for whenever we're ready to run the next chalice. I'm not going to do it right away, I don't think. I think what I'd actually like to do, I'm going to remove the one that we cleared last time. I think what I'd actually like to do is go tackle the DLC now, in fact. Let's also restock all of our consumables. This seems like everything that we can buy right now. We can afford one more bullet. Alright, I'm going to head to Cathedral Ward, and while I do that, I'll start posting stream links. Let's post some stream links. Let's post some stream links. I'd say we're about halfway through the main game at this point, but similar to the Hunter Tool Challenge, this time I'm really looking to go through and just do everything. So I'm probably going to do all the Chalice dungeons, I'm going to do all the DLC. I haven't ever streamed a challenge where I did all of that stuff with gun only before. Like all of my previous gun only challenges, I either did highlights where I would just do like all of the bosses and then upload the clips of me fighting the bosses, or I streamed a challenge where I only did like any percent. So I've never actually streamed like a full challenge where I did every boss, like all the DLC, all chalices. So that's kind of my goal for this run. Just so that I have it in my history, it's in the archives, it's there forever, people can see it. Let's see. Almost done. You know what I need to do. Streaming Bloodborne today. There you go. And I'm actually going to post this in the Tomb Prospectors Discord today. Just because I'm not planning on going into the DLC, which is something that people might actually be interested in watching. Alright, let's get back to game. I say that's pretty fast. It takes me like 2 minutes to set up the stream. Alright, all we have to do... Let's talk to the Chapel Dweller, just in case he has anything to give me. No, he does not. Do we have... We do not. Okay, I'm gonna get some blood from her while I'm here. Her blood is so good for this challenge. Yes. Alright, let's kill these guys while we're here. Actually, they don't seem to be here. Interesting. Hey, Mike, thanks for stopping by today. How are you doing? We're getting ready to go into the DLC area now. You do it by getting grabbed and sucked into this black hole by this giant invisible monster. I'm not going to be able to clear the DLC right now, like at my current level, but my goal is to head through here and get some upgrade materials and a couple other things. So stop doing that. We're heading into the DLC right now if you just joined the stream. Just have to sit through one quick loading screen. Hopefully it's quick. I mean, it should be quick. You never know. You thought Bloodborne was in Britain, not America. Yeah, we're doing the American version where we can only use our gun. YouTube probably doesn't like that joke. That's okay. Alright, we're gonna see how much damage we do to these hunters because that's gonna matter a lot if we can't actually because these guys are pretty bulky. These guys are pretty bulky. If we can't actually defeat them, it's gonna be a problem. do okay damage. It's not really a lot. Hold on a second. Let me reload. I'm gonna do Bone Marrow Ash. There we go. Okay, one Bone Marrow Ash shot can do a lot of damage to him. The problem is we only have 9 more Bone Marrow Ash. And there should... I think... I don't know if there's more than 9 hunters or not. We could also use our... we don't have a lot of Bolt Paper and Fire Paper left either. I'm not sure. I'll use Bone Marrow Ash on the next guy just to get past him. And then I'm going to think about what I want to do next. I might run past a lot of these guys rather than fight everyone. Bloodtinge only or gun only? It's technically gun only. I'm using Bloodtinge only because if I put the word gun in the title of my YouTube video, they won't recommend it to... They won't, like, recommend it to anyone. And I'll get 0 views. So, that's just the way it's got to be. Alright, you clown. Alright, we do pretty good damage with just a regular shot. Oh god, why did that have to happen? Now I have to climb up. I'm gonna have to climb back up these stairs like 3 times now. I fell down once on accident. I'm gonna have to fall down again on purpose so I can get the armor set that's up there. I don't even know where that guy is either. Okay, he's still right here at least. These guys are so easy to parry, by the way. Oops. That time I actually just missed him. That was a... I've talked about this before, but sometimes the pistol just misses an enemy that's like right in front of you. Which is why I hate using the pistol. Let's reload. Oh, he was not going to shoot that time. Oh, we might be in trouble. Just have to kill him with like a regular gunshot just because my health was pretty low. I couldn't afford to reload right there because otherwise he might kill me. Alright, we're doing okay. What about using a fancy word for guns like firearm or... Yeah, I think it's... I don't know really. I think firearm probably would be the same. I'm not... It's not worth it. I had I can't really remember exactly what the reason was for. It was something to do with Jujutsu Kaisen. And one of my videos, I put like the... It's not even a real gun. It's like a squirt gun emoji, like in the title of the video, because like there was a character in the clip that uses a gun to fight, and like I swear to you, I literally got 0 impressions on the video. And when I realized something was off, I sent it to my friend, and he watched the video. And then even after he watched it, it still said that I had 0 views. Like it didn't even count his view. So yeah. Problem with these guys are they're really, really, really aggressive. Doesn't really give me a lot of chances to reload. Alright. One more dog. I don't even know where he is. I'm gonna go down these stairs again. Let's go down the stairs again. At least I got them. Usually these dogs are a much bigger pain. Alright, I have low Quicksilver and high vials, so I'm gonna start using vials and start reloading more often. Hey Skull Creek, thanks for stopping by. The parries are easy, then instantly misses the next one. Hey, that was a pistol. That's not my fault. That happens like 2% of the time. This is why I say you should always use the blunderbuss for parrying. If there's a gun that just misses 2% of the time, even when the enemy is standing right in front of you and you're locked onto them, you should not be using that gun. Unfortunately, we have to use the guns that give us the best like damage per bullet. So I have to use the pistols in this run, but if I could get away with just using the blunderbuss, I would. And technically, the first time I did this run, I actually used the blunderbuss as my main gun, but that was a long time ago, and I didn't really know as much. It is doable, but my damage would be a lot lower, and it would just make the run take longer. Alright. I think I can parry... I'm actually not very good at parrying this guy, to be honest. Oh! I didn't think these guys were going to attack me. These guys usually aren't very aggressive. They usually just stand around and let these hunters kill them. I think it's because they're afraid of his torch, and so when they're far enough away from him, they stop being afraid. I don't want to waste my bullets on these guys, because the hunters will kill them for me. Let me re-chat. How about saying parry tools only? Yeah, I mean, that's one way to look at it. Parry tools include the Augur or Breedis. That's true, too, yeah. Skull Creek says more damage, less parry effect. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like the whole thing about the pistols. They deal more damage, but they have like a single hitbox that just goes straight forward, whereas the blunderbuss has a really wide set of hitboxes. Yeah, I'm not good at parrying this guy. It's gonna be a problem. Didn't really think about that, now did you? I gotta make sure I'm at full health too, because he will one-shot me. That was totally done on audio cue. I could not see anything through that fence post. I just parried him, basically blindfolded. Oh, that was badly timed. Come on. One of these guys is gonna hit me from behind. Oh, too early. That was another pistol miss. Seems like the pistol misses these guys often, which is not good. Yeah, because the pistol only has a single hitbox, sometimes the bullet just goes right through the enemy. If it like goes through their armpit or something. The hitboxes in this game are just like too good. Alright, one down. There's another guy, he's coming right for me as soon as I finish fighting his buddy. Ah, get these guys out of here. Oh, no vermin. Alright, yeah, kill these guys for me, and then I'll fight you. Kill these guys, and then I'll fight you. Patrick is here, sorry. Augur is goated for staggering the orphan, but it's kind of hard to get the backstabs because of the long animation. Yeah, if you watch the last challenge run I did, was Hunter Tools only, and we were using the Augur and trying to get backstabs on him, but as you know, it's pretty tricky because of how long it takes to cast, and especially, actually, the really big problem is the recovery time. After you cast it, it takes a while for you to be able to move again. So you can't really get the backstab because he just like stands back up before you can backstab him. Okay, moron. There you go. Alright, let's fight now. Oh. Oh, fence post. I don't know about that. Attack. Yeah, see, the bullet just goes right through him. It like, if it goes over his shoulder, it just doesn't do any damage or parry him, which is really inconvenient. There we go. Reload again. I mean, we're doing okay. We've still got a lot of bone marrow ash left. Just kill him with regular bullets and then heal up. No vermin from him either. Interesting. Alright, we're actually going to go back upstairs and take the long way around because you can fight one of the guys from behind. Ooh, by the way, one good reason to come to the DLC early is because so many of the enemies here drop tier 4 tempering gems, and right now we only have like tier 2 tempering gems. Well, and this is not a good example because this one only has 7 attack, but sometimes they drop gems that have like 15% attack, which is a pretty big difference. Like if you come here and you have 7% gems and you upgrade to 15% gems, you're going to have so much more extra damage. Okay, here's a problem. There's a guy up here that I literally cannot parry. So I have to think about how I want to fight him. Left cheek only. Do you think saying bullets instead of guns could work? I'm not sure. It's not even worth thinking about because the term Bloodtinge exists, so I can just say Bloodtinge. Yeah, we got a problem with this guy. I cannot fight him. I can kind of parry this. Yeah, I can kind of parry that move. Oh no, I can't. Yeah, I can kind of parry that one sometimes. So if he keeps the sword in this form, I'll be pretty safe. Oh, actually didn't mean to get that parry. That was a complete accident, but I got it. So, hype. Okay, we're starting to run out of bullets and vials already. We've cleared like a third of the area, and we're like pretty much out of bullets. It's because these guys take so many shots to kill. definitely not wasting any ammunition on crows. I'd honestly like to kill these guys because they sometimes drop gems, but I don't think I can waste the bullets. I gotta fight this guy now. Swing your sword. Yes. I don't have the timing down yet. Come on, swing your sword. Oh my god, swing your sword. Please, I have to parry you. I cannot waste bullets. I have to parry you. Please, swing your sword. Swing it twice. Oh my god. This guy is such a troll. Ah. This guy's annoying me. Okay, gotta reload over here. Please don't attack me from behind while I'm fighting this guy. I wanted to do the double sword swing, he's just not doing it. Oh my god, I'm just gonna shoot him. This is a waste of my time. I don't know why these guys are chasing me so far. They usually just stay in that corner. Are you here only for gems? No, you can get bloodstone chunks here, which is another reason to come here early, because bloodstone chunks are really good. Alright, you guys come over here. Stand on the stairway. Come here. Come here. Please. Thank you. Alright, let's see how many of them we can take out with this boulder. Not a lot, actually. Almost every single one of these guys dodged the boulder. Alright, let's see if they dropped any gems, though. Let's see. Ooh, another tier 4 gem. We'll check the attack power on that now. Another 7% gem. We have 9% gems already, so the 7%'s not really helping that much. I want one of them to drop a 15% gem. I know they can. How many shots does it take to kill these guys? Way too many. I cannot waste bullets on these guys. I don't think I want to fight this guy over here with the hammer. He does drop vermin, but you don't really need vermin for anything. And he has boosted HP, so it would take a while to kill him. I'll get the beast cutter so I can sell it. I always think there's an item over here, but there's actually not. There is an item over here. Bullets, that actually helps a lot. There's a dog here that we haven't fought yet. Bloodtinge is really good against dogs, by the way. He turned into a spammer. Yeah, well, he got like a gun spammer, too. Like, he was only standing there firing his gun repeatedly. Annoying. And then the few times that he did attack with his melee weapon, he wouldn't do the one attack that I wanted him to do. Alright, I'm gonna try to run in here and grab the medallion while we're here, so we don't have to come back and get it later. Should be easy. Just have to sneak past this guy while he's killing these guys. Nope. Not if he wants to stand in the doorway. Alright, we should be fine. If you come here early, you don't... Number one, you don't have to fight Lawrence. For two, you don't have to come back later to get the medallion. So it's kind of... It's a little bit worth it. Alright. I think, unfortunately, one of our guns has like a full HP gem in it. Yeah, well, it's only an extra 2% damage at full HP, but it would still be nice. By the way, I want to get a blunderbuss and put a HP over time gem in there too as well for healing. Yeah, we'll stay at full health just so we get a little bit of extra damage. Every little bit matters. Ooh. Yep, I shouldn't have done that. Okay. We got... That's fun. So I stopped to grab one vial, and I took more damage than I would heal by grabbing one vial. That was a completely stupid move. Just because I saw something shiny on the ground and I wanted to pick it up. How's everyone doing today, by the way? Now that a few people are actually in the stream. How is the day going? I'm doing a lot better today. My throat is feeling better. It's not as sore as it was last week. Alright. Fortunately, I can't just break these with melee attacks. I have to kind of like roll past them. These guys have a lot of HP too. There we go. Yeah, the extra damage you get from hitting them while they're on the ground, the extra damage multiplier, like, matters a lot. Especially because with the repeating pistol having such high damage to begin with, the multiplier just matters a lot more. Like, anything where you have multiplicative damage, it's better to use the gun that has higher base damage. This is why I always say, like, you should use the repeating pistol, not use the Evelyn. These guys are going to be annoying to fight because you can't parry them. All they do is just spam explosives. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm actually just going to try to draw this guy out. Fight just him, maybe. And then I'll just run past all the guys with the bombs, although they're kind of running up here to chase me too. I wonder if I could take him out with the gun. Okay, well... I've never seen him do that attack before. Like, ever. He just did like a 2-hit combo with his torch. Ah! This guy's really hard to parry without taking damage in the process, and if he hits you, then he can one-shot you. Got to heal back up to full. Yeah, like if you parry too early, you don't get the parry. But if you parry too late, you don't... If you parry too late, then he damages you when you're parrying him. Oh my god. I think that was a parry. It was, okay. Well, we're back down to 4 bullets. No vermin. We got a heavy gem. We really don't need heavy gems. Those are for strength scaling. Mike is doing good. Skull Creek is doing good. Patrick says, oh, you used the repeating pistol for the entire run. No, we used the hunter pistol early on until we got access to enough twin bloodstone shards and access to the Raider Palash. Then we switched to the Raider Palash as our main gun because it deals more damage than the hunter pistol or the Evelyn. And you switch to the repeating pistol in your left hand for bone marrow ash damage and just like generally like high damage shots. Like whenever you have a damage multiplier, you switch to the repeating pistol. So if the enemy's on the ground, for example, they take double damage. So you use the repeating pistol because 2 times 200 is 400, which is an extra 200 damage. And 2 times 100 is only 200, which is only an extra 100 damage. So whenever you have like a multiplier, you always want to use the gun that has higher damage, basically. I hope that is a succinct way to explain it. It would be easier, like if I wrote it down, it would be easier to understand. Trying to explain it in words is kind of trickier. So one of the main reasons I want to come here is because you get chunks from this guy. And we badly need chunks. Yes. I don't know about fighting this guy with the minigun. I don't think we have enough resources to fight him, but there's more chunks in here that I want to get. I think what I want to do is go open up the shortcut before I do anything else. But yeah, for the rest of the run, I am going to be using the Raider Palash and the repeating pistol. There's not really any other guns that are worth using. The Raider Palash does way more damage than the Evelyn. The repeating pistol has the highest base damage of any gun that you can shoot 10 times. So it's the best choice for our bone marrow ash. Oh, I always forget about this guy. Come here. Do something I can parry. I could probably parry that, I just never do. I don't know the timing. Oh, I thought I could have sworn that would have been a parry. Do an attack I know how to parry. Attack I know how to parry. Okay. Just spam the one attack I don't want you to do. That's fine. That seems to be the theme of this run. Now I gotta go back out here. So I'm not trapped in a corner. This would be good if I had the piercing rifle. Whenever you have 2 enemies lined up in a row, the piercing rifle is really good for that. Alright, we gotta go up in this shortcut, like, now. We're not going to be using the bow blade. I would, like, if I wanted to, like, get the maximum damage, what I should technically do is use the bow blade. I just don't want to use it because it's, for one, it's not really a gun, and for two, I'd have to kill Simon to get it, like, early on, which I don't want to do. So we're just going to use the Raider Palash. The reason the Raider Palash is better than the Evelyn, I kind of showed this off in the last run. So for one thing, it has 3 blood gem slots, which means you can multiply the damage 3 times instead of only 1 time. That alone, like, makes it... Oh my god, really? There's no way that guy had an angle on me. There's absolutely no way. Okay. This guy way over here was able to shoot me through the wagon. I totally disagree with that. Alright. But, yeah, so it has 3 gem slots, so you can equip 3 gems instead of equipping only 1 gem. And once you factor that in, the Raider Palash has slightly better damage than the Evelyn, even at 50 blood. The Evelyn gets better when you have more Bloodtinge, but the Raider Palash still beats it, even at 50 Bloodtinge. However, on top of that, Raider Palash is the only split damage weapon in the game that you can apply flat weapon buffs to. And if you add 80 damage from Bolt Paper, Fire Paper, or from the Empty Phantasm Shell, it's like not even a contest. It deals way more damage than the Evelyn. Alright, we gotta buy more bullets while we're here, and we'll just buy a bunch of vials so we don't run out while we're exploring. Alright, before I go back into the DLC, what do I want to do? The problem is now we have a pretty limited supply of chunks, so we kind of have to prioritize buffing either the Raider Palash or the Repeating Pistol. I don't think it's a good idea. Well, it might be fine to buff them both, but I think getting one gun to +9 first is going to be better. The question is, which gun should I get to +9 first? The gun that I use more, or the gun that's more important for big damage shots? That I have not decided yet. While I think about it, I'm going to go clear a floor in the Central Thermera Chalice. Just do something a little bit mindless for a couple minutes. That way I don't have to think. In fact, let me start a poll. Which gun to +9 first? You can go ahead and vote in this poll if you want to. I'm probably just going to ignore the results and just do whatever I want anyway, but who knows? I might actually listen to what people say. If people vote on something and it's like the thing that I want to do, I'll be like, oh, that's a really good idea. If people vote on something and it's the thing that I don't want to do, then that will also make me realize that it's the thing that I don't want to do, and then we'll just... and then I'll just ignore the votes. So we're doing that kind of poll. This is basically to see... So basically, the result of this poll is going to determine which gun we're going to max upgrade first. The point is that the Raider Palash is the gun that we shoot like more often in our right hand. And so upgrading it first, I guess the logic is that over time, it'll add up to being more damage overall. The Repeating Pistol in our left hand is the gun we shoot less often, but we always do like big damage shots with it. So the logic is that if we upgrade that sooner, our big damage shots will deal more damage, and that will help us potentially kill bosses a little bit faster. Alright, I'm going to slowly clear out this room just so I can get some blood echoes from these enemies. This guy's got artillery support. Alright, I should be able to finish him off. See, this is a good example of when the Repeating Pistol is good to use. I shot him with the Raider Palash. He had slightly more than half health left. So if I have to use either 2 shots from the Raider Palash to finish him off, or 1 shot from the Repeating Pistol, even though the bullet amount is the same, it's better to just shoot 1 time rather than shoot 2 times, because then you kill the enemy faster. Whereas in this case, he only has... I could kill him with 1 more Raider Palash shot, so it's better to use the Raider Palash a second time, just for bullet efficiency's sake. Oh, and once you know how many shots it takes to kill specific enemies, you can kind of fight them like faster because you know what you need to do before you even do it. Like that. See, now that I know I can kill these guys with 2 shots, I can just do that really fast. You just have to hope that we vote on the thing. We vote on the thing that you actually want to do. Well, right now it's 50-50, which is funny. This guy's probably gonna have a little bit more defense. Yeah. And as you can see, when the enemies are off balance, my gun does a lot more damage too. The big thing about the gun, like the way to maximize it, is to always make sure you're taking shots whenever they matter the most. Ooh, nice parry. I didn't know you could even parry that attack. I'm learning, like, this challenge run in particular, for some reason, this is like the 5th time I've done this challenge, but for some reason I'm learning, like, a lot of moves you can parry that I did not know you could parry before. The one that really helped a lot was learning how to parry the lantern attack by the shotgun watcher. Knowing that you can parry that move makes that fight so much faster. And I already started incorporating that, like, into my other characters, because the Watcher fight is like a boss that you grind a lot. Like, you'll fight those guys over and over again. Alright, we're gonna clear out these enemies one at a time. Raider Palash works here. We're gonna get this guy. Nice, no fall-off damage. Okay, now we're gonna try to fight this guy. If he has too much health, I might just run away from him. I wonder if you can dodge through that. Probably not. Alright, do something I can parry, please. Something I can parry. Please, please do something I can parry. There we go. Oh yeah, we deal plenty of damage. If you hit him while he's buffing, I think he has, like, slightly higher defense. So I just would rather wait and shoot him again afterwards. Ooh, Ritual Blood 3. Parry, why not use Raider Palash more than Repeating Pistol if it does more damage? I do. I use the Raider Palash like 80% of the time. The only time I use the Repeating Pistol is when it deals enough damage to kill the enemy in one more hit, or when I have to use Bone Marrow Ash to deal a lot of damage to, like, a boss or something. I'll show you, because I will use it against this boss coming up here. He's kind of like a mid-boss, but either way. Parry, I'm not sure what you mean by that, unless you're asking what a parry is when you shoot the enemy while they're in their attack animation, and then they fall on the ground, and while they're on the ground they take bonus damage. Patrick, I heard someone say that jump attacks have the highest counter damage most of the time. I don't know anything about that. Oh, you mean like if an enemy is in a jump attack and I shoot them? Maybe. Alright, so watch, I'm going to load Bone Marrow Ash into the left hand. I'm going to parry him, and then I'm going to shoot him with the left-hand gun, and it does over 1,000 damage. That's when you use the Repeating Pistol, is to do stuff like that. So my right-hand shot only does like 200 damage, my left-hand shot does like 1,100 damage, and that allows me to one-shot the boss, instead of taking, 7 or 8 shots to kill him. Repeating Pistol is for parry. No, the Raider Palash is for parry. Repeating Pistol is for Bone Marrow Ash. If I ever say the wrong thing, it's just because when streaming, like 70% of your brain power just disappears. Alright. We can actually go fight the boss right now. We have 17 vials and a lot of bullets left over still. We can totally go fight the boss right now. There we go. This is not the main room, but the main room's right over here. These blue doors always lead to the boss, so if you ever get lost, just look for those blue lanterns. I'm not sure what boss this is, but depending on what boss it is, I might show off some more Bone Marrow Ash stuff. The problem is, Bone Marrow Ash is kind of expensive. We can afford it later in the run, but like right now it's a little expensive. This guy I can definitely parry. I'll get him with one BMA shot. At least. Yeah, so the BMA shots do like 1,100. My regular gun did like only 100 damage. It's a very, very big difference. Do your multi-swipe attack. There you go. Without the Bone Marrow Ash, we do about 430. I think with 2 more Bone Marrow Ash shots, I should be able to finish him off. And the good thing is, if you miss with the Raider Palash, it doesn't use up your Bone Marrow Ash, because the Bone Marrow is in the right hand. Yeah, so that BMA was worth it just because it actually... I thought it was going to take 2 more shots to kill him. We just completely drained like the last 30% of his health with 1 shot. I don't know if that was worth it because we're going to have to go back and buy some more, but moderately worth it, I would say. Bone Marrow Ash is really OP. Yeah, it's extremely good. But the thing is, like, if you don't know what you're doing, it's not going to be... Like, I'm making it look really strong. If you just, like, use Bone Marrow Ash... Like, if you have the... I feel like I'm going to go on another one of these rants. If you... Hold on a second. Yeah, you have to go this way for ritual materials and special items. Okay. If you have the Evelyn in your left hand and you just use the Bone Marrow Ash and you just shoot an enemy, like, it's only going to do, like, 300 damage. It's not going to do, like, the 1200 damage that I just showed you. You really have to know what you're doing in order to maximize the damage of the guns, which is why a lot of people think that guns can't really deal damage in Bloodborne. They can, you just have to use them correctly. Like, it's literally that big of a difference. It's like a 300 damage versus like 1200 damage difference. And the gap becomes even wider when I like finish upgrading my guns. The difference between them is going to be even wider. It's going to be like 400 damage versus like 2000 damage or 3000 damage. Just because of the way multiplicative damage works. We'll kill this guy. Oh, not quite enough to finish him off. That's okay. Well, in that case, let's do this. Yeah, if we do it that way, we can finish him off. Use the repeating pistol while he's on the ground, and then hit him with the Raider Palash while he's off balance. Another thing is that when you're fighting bosses, sometimes their body parts break. Like, sometimes their arm will break, and while it's broken, it takes extra damage. And so if you use like the repeating pistol instead of the Evelyn, for example, every shot against the broken body part is going to have extra bonus damage added. Because again, this is just how multipliers work instead of using flat damage. I don't want to fight these 2 guys at the same time. I'm going to wait for the bagman to turn around. Unless he's coming after... I don't think he's coming after me. I think he turns around and leaves. Right? Oh, they just all come over here to inspect this chest. Okay. No, he is going to leave. Okay. So while he's leaving, I'll draw these guys out one at a time. Okay. I'm a little confused why this guy's just standing there staring at me, but I'm going to have to fight the bagman. No, okay, he's leaving. By the way, if you're wondering what those noises are, there's a room upstairs that is full of enemies, and I would say about 60% of the time, for some reason, I don't know why it does this, but about 60% of the time, for some reason, while you're walking through this room, every enemy upstairs above this room just gets aggroed, and so they're all like going crazy up there right now. I don't know why they do this. Sometimes this is like the only dungeon where this happens, at least to my memory. I can't remember if there's guys out here on the balcony, so I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna try to draw him out into this room. I don't want to fight him on the balcony if he is gonna have support. No, there's no one out here. Okay, I can fight him out here. I don't mind. I should have used Bone Marrow Ash. That's okay. I'll get him with counter damage. There we go. That jump attack that he does used to always kill me, by the way. It's so fast. It has like no wind-up time. You have to like anticipate that it's coming. Alright, this is going to be a pain because now we aggroed all the enemies in this room, which means there's like 15 enemies standing right behind this door getting ready to kill me. But I have to go in there. Gunshots create sound. That's why he's turning back, I think. Yeah. Is it a bug? Yeah, it's kind of a bug. But I'm not sure why. It might even just be if you make sound while you're in that room. Hey, Musa Gaming. What's up? We're just doing some more Bloodtinge only challenge. How are you doing today? Yeah, so here they all come. All the enemies already know I'm here. I'm actually going to jump down here and see if anyone follows me. They will, okay. So what I'll do is I'll fight the guys who followed me. And then I'll go back up there later. Oh, no, he can't decide if he wants to follow me or not. He just wants to dance on the ladder. Okay, well. Oh. I think I just got staggered from his body falling on me. Is that what happened there? Come on, dog. Jump down. Why aren't they jumping down? And there's the Watcher, too. I definitely can't fight him and all 8 of these guys at the same time. Alright, dog's coming. Now suddenly they all want to come. That's fine. I can fight them down here. With plenty of room to maneuver around. I gotta get this guy off balance because he has armor. The ones with the cloaks take a little bit less damage. It, like, counts as armor. And sometimes that matters. Alright, almost done. We got a couple more guys left to fight. I think I can get him from down here. Yeah, we have a good angle. There's another dog coming. Oh, very rare for them to dodge that. I mean, you do have to time it right to hit them while they're standing up, but it's usually not that hard. Is there another dog up there? There's usually not 3 dogs together. Dogs usually almost always come in pairs. I'm really surprised there was 3 dogs in there. Alright, we're almost ready to fight the Watcher without, 7 other enemies behind him. Yeah, here's the problem, is he hits you while you're trying to climb up the ladder. Okay, we got it. I'm gonna do Bone Marrow Ash. All I need to do is just get one good parry. Boom. 1,000 damage. Just like that. You're doing good, thanks for asking, no worries. He dancing, yeah. The guy was just standing on the ladder. Oh, hold on, I can't do it. He could do it, I can't do it. He was just... Yeah, I can't do it. I can't dance on the ladder. I think only enemies can. No, here it is. Yeah, he was just going like this. For like a full minute until I shot him. And then he wasn't doing anything. Alright, the good thing is, now that we've cleared out all of the enemies, we can just run over here and grab this chest. Nothing else in here to get in our way. Yeah, we're not doing 3 days in a row streaming anymore. That was a really bad idea last week. I hurt my throat really bad. My throat hurt for like a full week afterwards. I'll probably just stick to streaming on like Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays for a while. But I haven't decided yet exactly which days I'll stream. Sundays honestly seem like my best day. I'm probably going to try to stream on Sundays as much as possible. Because it does seem like Sunday is my best streaming day. I didn't get the counter damage. That's okay. That's, I think, the last enemy that I actually need to fight. What I'd really like to do is get away with not healing again. Like, if I can just use these 5 bullets and not get hit by any more enemy attacks. Because I think there's not really anything left to fight. There might be, like, 1 enemy in here, but I don't think there is. Yeah, there's not. This is just a shortcut back to the ladder. So we can take these 19,000 echoes back with us and then just go restock. The scorpions aren't worth fighting. They don't really drop anything that I want. I don't think I got any good gems yet, unfortunately. What time is it? Oh, sorry. These chests remind you of God of War for some reason. Interesting. I don't think I've seen the chests in God of War. Musa thinks that they do as well, though, so it must be true. What time is it at my place? It's 11:30 right now. The last stream of The Witness was around 2 in the morning where you live. Oh, wow. I think when I streamed The Witness, it was evening. On Friday evening. And now I'm streaming on, like, Sunday during the day. I think I'm going to stick to streaming during the daytimes. There's been a couple people who requested evening streams. But unfortunately, it's difficult to make everyone happy. And what I have noticed is that... excuse me. What I've noticed is that the daytime streams just perform a lot better. Alright, so the Raider Palash very slightly won on the votes. I think I am going to upgrade the repeating pistol first, though. At least a +7. So now we have 2 +7 guns. Because you saw, like, the repeating pistol put in so much work there. I was one-shotting, like, boss monsters. Like, upgrading the damage on this is going to be very important. In hitting, like, our one-shot thresholds, in chipping down enemy, like, boss health bars. So we'll upgrade both guns to +7 for now, and then at the end of the stream, when I have 5 chunks, I'll go based on the vote, whichever gun people wanted me to upgrade to +8. Assuming I even get enough chunks before the end of this stream. We'll see. Alright, any runes that I picked up that are worth equipping? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, let's check our blood gems just in case. We might have picked up something worth using. Yes, we actually did. Well, no, well, so the difference is with this gem we're going to do more damage while we're at full HP. With this gem we're going to do slightly more damage all the time, but not when we're at full HP anymore. So I don't know if it's worth changing. Well, we're not going to be at full HP a lot in this run though. That's the thing, because we're constantly using our health to reload our gun. So I think I will switch over to this gun, which has 66 attack. Yeah. And then repeating pistol. All we have right now is a Bloodtinge scaling gem, but we will get better gems for it later. I don't think we can upgrade our stats right now. We're in like a period where we have to spend everything on consumables. Like we need to replace 6 bone marrow ash. That's almost everything that we have. And then I want to make sure I don't run out of bullets, so I have to constantly keep purchasing another 10 bullets. Alright. Let's go ahead and clear the next floor. I like the rhythm that we're in right now. I actually think that streaming while doing chalice dungeons makes them a lot less tedious because I can read chat while streaming, while playing the game. Whereas if you're just like running through the chalice dungeons that you've done 15 times before, it can be a little bit boring. 2.5 hours difference. You'll be back in about 30 minutes. No problem. I'll see you again soon. How much is one bone marrow ash? Right now it's like 3,000 echoes. So we're usually spending more than we get back from killing an enemy, unless it's an enemy that drops a lot of echoes. But it can still be worth it just to make certain kills like easier to get without, getting killed in front. Because the most expensive thing would be dying. So if I can kill an enemy without dying, it's worth using. And the more you amp the damage on it, the more efficient it becomes to use, which is why I want to keep upgrading the repeating pistol. Okay, I think this is the extremely nasty floor where there's 2 witches at the top of this ladder. It is. This is disgusting. I'm just going to jump back down for a second. So there's 2 witches up there. As soon as you climb to the top, they start shooting fireballs at you. It's not quite as bad as the ones in the Defiled Chalice, where their fireballs can one-shot you. But, like, if both of these witches hit you with their fireballs, you will die right away. I kind of need to reload before I fight this guy, but he's not going to let me reload. Okay, I think we're good. I'm gonna use bone marrow ash on him just so I can demonstrate. I don't think I can parry that move. Oh crap. Nice. Yeah, see, it's kind of worth it to hit him with the bone marrow. So he only gives us 1,000 echoes, so we kind of spent 2,000 to get rid of him. But in my opinion, it was kind of worth it. It just makes the run a little bit more efficient. Oh. Gotta be careful about that. The guys in armor usually don't die to just 2 Raider Blast shots. There's another bagman over here. The thing is, if I can parry him on the first shot and then kill him before he transforms... Oh, okay, yeah, you can't dodge through that. All it does is lag the frame rate. If we can parry him on the first shot, like this, and then kill him before he transforms, to me that's worth it. Because that's a very risky enemy to fight. If you don't parry him, he buffs himself, he gains super speed, he gains buffed attacks, he gains longer attack chains, like he gets more stamina so he can attack for a longer time. He becomes extremely dangerous if you let him transform. Whereas I'm kind of making him look like he's not dangerous at all. Alright, is there a side path over here? That's weird. Is this room really a dead end or am I crazy? I don't see anything. I guess it's a dead end. Overpowered for no reason. That's a lot for now. Yeah, it is. It's a lot of blood echoes to buy, but it's also a lot of damage, so it's a trade-off. And normally, like in a normal run, remember, I would be able to just attack the enemy with the weapon in my right hand whenever I wanted to. So I wouldn't be spending... In this run, you're spending echoes for every enemy that you kill. Whereas in a normal run, you're not really doing that. So spending 3,000 echoes for one powerful gunshot is a lot more worth it, because you're constantly gaining echoes from killing every other enemy. That makes up for the cost of the Bone Marrow Ash. It's only specifically in this run, because we're always spending echoes, that you feel the cost of the Bone Marrow Ash a lot more. Just because every attack that we make costs something. Alright, I'm gonna have to do repeating here. Oh, and I still didn't get him. That's okay. We can go right to the boss from here. We have plenty of vials, plenty of echo, plenty of quicksilver. Do I want to fight this guy? No. I'm gonna try to get out of here without alerting him. He's got too much HP. He's not worth fighting. I'll just go right to the boss. Random Jeff, hey, thanks for being here today. He thinks the title's funny. I think it's funny too. Alright, I don't know what boss this is. We're about to find out. I hope it's not Watchers. I think it's Watchers, though. It is Keeper. Oh, Keeper's easy. By the way, I learned that the Accursed Brew, because I was playing my Arcane character. Now that we're done with the Hunter Tool Challenge, I was still playing my Arcane character, like, off stream. And I learned that the Accursed Brew, like, has more range than all of this guy's attacks. So you can just stand, like, back here and just keep throwing Accursed Brew at him, and he can never hit you. It's really funny. I'm gonna try to do this. Didn't work. I want to bait him into doing an attack that I know how to parry. I did it. I got the bait, but I didn't get the parry. Okay, hold on. This gun's a little bit faster than the blunderbuss. Oops. The timing is just a little bit off. I can actually parry that running attack, too. He doesn't have very good blood defense, so I think I can just take him down with regular shots, honestly. Okay, here we go. Unfortunately, I can't backstab him with a gun. The Bone Marrow Ash just wore off, by the way. It will do that if you take too long. Unfortunately, I just cannot get a parry on this guy for some reason today. There we go. That's what I was trying to do earlier. That would have been so much better if I still had the Bone Marrow Ash loaded. Okay, hold on. I need to reload. Cool. I knew that was going to happen. Are there plunging attacks in Bloodborne? Yeah, sort of. All plunging attacks in this game do blunt damage, which is interesting. I didn't know that before. Every single weapon in the game, no matter what it is, even if it's a weapon that does like 100% thrust damage, even if it does arcane damage normally, even if it does Bloodtinge damage like the Chikage in the blood form, or the Bloodletter in the blood form, if you use the plunging attack, it does blunt damage, which is pretty much completely useless knowledge. Unless you want to equip blunt damage gems into a weapon and then use it to do a plunging attack on like one enemy that's in a very specific attack position. This boss was difficult. I thought it would be easy, but at least you'll get a really cool looking armor set. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I will get the bone ash set after this fight. All right. Oh, yeah. Now you want to get the parry. All right. I need to get a parry. Okay. There we go. Yeah, the Bone Marrow Ash shot now does 1500, whereas before it was doing 1100. So that's the difference between the +6 and the +7 repeating pistol. It's an extra 400 damage. I gotta be careful because he doesn't let me reload very easily. I have to make sure to like reload while he's doing other stuff. I'd like for him to do his running attack. It's the one move that you can really parry even in this phase. I don't think you can parry that attack. If you can, I've never done it. Yeah, see, like, I need to reload again, but he's gonna keep chasing me and shooting fire at me while I'm trying to reload. That was fall-off damage right there. I shouldn't have shot him from that far away. There, we got him. He's actually pretty easy. I was just trying to be more clever than I needed to be. So we got, oh god, and a sharp gem, which is pretty useless. That's okay. We have a lot of stuff that we can sell. Like, if we ever run out of supplies, we have things that we can sell. And we have a lot of consumable echoes we can use. Hey, Guy, thanks for stopping by today. Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? We're doing some more Bloodtinge only today. Oh, crap. No! Ah! Gotta go back up and down the elevator again. Alright, let's clear this side area over here to get some materials for making the next chalice. And then we will head back to the Hunter stream. And then maybe we'll go ahead and get back with like making some actual progress in the main game. Because we haven't made any progress yet in today's stream. I mean, we've made a lot of progress in terms of like upgrading our character. But we haven't made any progress in terms of like getting further in the game. Oh. I actually hit the guy with a trap. That's funny. Ooh, we can almost one-shot that guy with counter damage. Well, I guess that we can with the repeating pistol then. I'm pretty sure we can still hit these guys with the traps, yeah. They're just like standing there waiting to get shot one at a time. Not quite. Hold on, I need to get them to chase me over here. Come here. This is how you conserve ammo. Nice. Okay. I want to one-shot this guy with counter damage. Like that. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I would use 2 bullets either way, so it doesn't really matter. It's just the fact of shooting him once or shooting him twice for 2 bullets. That's the thing a lot of people don't really get about the repeating pistol and why it's so good. Is that a lot of times you're using 2 bullets either way. It's just that you're only shooting the enemy 1 time instead of 2 times. And that's only if you're comparing it against, like, the Evelyn. Against stuff like the Raider Palash with, like, better damage, it's a little bit... it's a little bit less straightforward. At that point, it becomes more about, like, when do you want to use Bone Marrow Ash? I gotta use the repeating pistol here anyway. Oh, I have to hit him. Yeah, the ones with the armor are tricky because you really have to hit them while they're off balance. Otherwise, they won't take enough damage. I'm gonna Bone Marrow here. Yeah, one-shot this guy. A cool 1100 damage shot. Guy, you're doing good. Thanks for asking. But you got the platinum on Bloodborne. You beat the game 3 times for the endings, and now you're close to the Elden Ring platinum. You're currently fighting the bosses you haven't fought yet. Oh, so you actually played the game 3 times? I did too. Well, I think I played the game like 5 times before I got the platinum. But a lot of people just play the game 1 time and then save scum. Truly shameful behavior. Am I going to defeat every boss? Yeah, this is going to be all bosses, all DLC, all Chalice dungeons. I want to stream a 100% completion Bloodtinge run. Because the last time I streamed it, I did any percent. And the last time I did all bosses, I only uploaded the clips of me fighting the bosses. I didn't stream everything. So I want to do like a full stream of everything. Jeff is going to head out and go shopping for a while. No worries. Thanks for stopping by. Guy says probably the only trophy ones you have, like 5 left. But you're not sure how to get to the Hallig tree after using the Hallig lift. I'm not sure. My Elden Ring knowledge is like... So my Bloodborne knowledge is like 150%. My Elden Ring knowledge is like 10%. Like I know... Like I have very little like Elden Ring knowledge. It's a very massive game with a lot of empty space that I have not personally explored yet. And I never really delved as deep into the mechanics either. Alright, we're going to try to do what we did upstairs. We're going to try to one-shot this guy. With our Bone Marrow shot. So we need to knock him on the ground first. Oh! Oh, that kick came out fast. Nice. I actually usually mess up the timing on that one. Alright. So one good thing, another good thing about what we're doing right now is that the Central through Marrow Chalice doesn't give very many echoes, but as soon as you get to depth 3, the enemies in the Chalice dungeon are scaled up in difficulty, and they give a ton of blood echoes. So like once we get a little bit further in the game, we're going to be getting back so many echoes that we will be able to buy a ton of consumables. Whereas right now we're kind of scrimping and saving. It's not, we're very close to the point where we'll be able to buy everything that we want. Guy, what is the area after the lift? I think he's talking about is it Aldous Plateau? Altif something, it's something plateau. Altus Plateau. It's something like that. If he's talking about the lift that I think he is. Which he may not even be. Like I said, my Elden Ring knowledge is like, I'm on like 5% Elden Ring brain. Oh, Consecrated Snowfield. Yeah, you weren't even talking about the same area. Oh, nice dodge. Gotta watch out for these teleporting ghosts. So this is what it's like if I don't use the bone marrow. It's actually not that bad. I wonder if it's kind of been a waste to use the bone marrow on these guys, because I can definitely kill them without it. Yeah, you live and you learn. It's good that we're mastering that technique, though, because once we get to the deeper layers, there's going to be enemies that we need to use the bone marrow tech to finish. Like, we won't be able to defeat them with regular gunshots. It would take too many shots. It would take like 15 shots to kill them. Whereas the bone marrow tech is like the one way to chip them down fast enough. Free fire paper, that's good for us. Because, like I was saying earlier, the Raider Palash is the only split damage weapon in the game that allows you to use fire paper, bolt paper, and the empty phantasm shell. So whenever we equip that, we can get an extra 80 damage per shot. Oh, surprised that wasn't a parry. There we go. It's really interesting that those enemies cause frenzy when they hit you too. It's a very, very, very rare mechanic in this game. Honestly, like the frenzy mechanic in this game is not really fleshed out. Like there's only a few areas and a few enemies that can actually use frenzy. Alright, we're up to 17,000, so we're making a little bit of a profit here. Technically used up all of our bullets, but we can make another 5 bullets at a time, as much as we need to. And hopefully this guy will drop some bullets for us. If not, we're almost done exploring this area anyway. Yeah, he's just dropping ritual blood. We've probably got more ritual blood than we need now. So I'm going to stop exploring side areas unless there's... I don't think there's anything that I'm really missing. Oh, there we go. There's an extra 4 bullets. That'll carry us. Yeah, there is a chest over there, but I don't know what's in there. Might not be worth it. Some free vials. Just pick up everything you see on the ground. Thick cold blood, that's very useful. Thick. And then this whole thing has actually just been one big side area that we just explored. So we'll head back to the Hunter's Dream now. After we access the lamp on this floor. Honestly, coming back with 19,000 echoes is not bad at all. We should be able to restock all the bone marrow ash that we used. You beat Horalu Warrior already. Green medallion. You beat Fire Giant. It's up the Grand Lift of Rolled, but use a different medallion. Ah, okay. Before I do Radagon, I want to do all trophy bosses. I understand. Yeah, I'm honestly myself, I'm not really much of a trophy type gamer. Like, when I was a kid, like trophies didn't really exist. Achievements didn't really exist. You just played games for fun just because you wanted to. That wasn't meant to be a complete sentence. I just stopped to drink some water. You just played games like for fun because you wanted to, and as a result, like for me, the way that I usually play games is I just play a game until I get bored of it. But there's also people who are my age who are like, you know, really big into trophies too. So it's not really an age thing. It's just a personality thing. Like just for me. Oh, we have to go do Nightmare Frontier. Now I remember. We haven't done Nightmare Frontier yet. Let's go there. Do we have the Tonsil Stone already? We do. Okay. So let's go to Grand Cathedral. you're the same, but you like to get trophies while exploring is kind of like a side goal. Yeah, I can see it kind of like gives you a reason to keep playing for more than you would normally. Like normally, you know, with a certain game, like you might stop playing, but then you're like, oh, but if I play a little bit more, then I'll get this trophy. But like for me, like like that part of my brain, I just like it just doesn't. I don't get the same feeling of achievement that other people do when I get a trophy. Like for me, it's just like if I'm having fun, then I'm having fun. That's like all that matters to me. Or like if I feel a sense of achievement for something that I've done, it's like an internal feeling. It's not external. It's not from getting a trophy. Okay. So here's going to be a good example of what I mean. So that enemy takes 4 shots to kill. With that, it actually only takes 3 shots to kill. So in this case, the repeating pistol actually ends up being more efficient than the Raider Palash. Because it took 2 shots to kill him, 3 total bullets, instead of 4 shots with 4 total bullets. So even though the repeating pistol takes more bullets per shot, it can actually be more efficient to use. Alright, so we actually already cleared this area the last time we came here, so all we need to do is just run to the bottom and get grabbed by the amygdala, so it will take us to the Nightmare Frontier. And you can actually get a lot of echoes in the Nightmare Frontier too. So let's go get those while we're here. Achievements are just like a different kind of challenge run. True, yeah, but it's like letting someone else pick the challenge for you instead of like doing your own. Like in my case, like I make up my own challenge runs, like the Hunter Tool Only thing. Like I made that up. I had never seen anyone else do that before, and I thought it was a really cool idea. So I just wanted to do it. Gun only, I saw people talking about it, but they weren't really doing it in the same way that I'm doing it. So when I first saw people talking about gun only, they were talking about like shooting an enemy or parrying an enemy with the hunter pistol and then killing them with visceral attacks. Like they weren't actually like only using their gun. They were using visceral attacks. And I was like, you know what? I think it should be possible to do it using only the gun. And I wanted to try that. And then I tried it. And then I did it. You got the map for the Halletree. If there's winter lanterns in the Nightmare Frontier, I can farm them for 15% droplet gems. Yeah, I technically could. But they're really far away from the lamp. So I'll probably just, like, if I get one, I'll use it. But if I don't get one, I'm probably not going to run through and like repeatedly try to farm them. I'll just wait and get better gems later, because right now we're not struggling with damage. Right now we're dealing plenty of damage. Damage is not the issue at all. The last time I did this run, I used the Evelyn, and it does so much less damage than the Raider Palash. Like this run is basically possible with like half of the damage of what I'm doing right now. Like I'm so comfortable on the amount of damage I have. It's not even close. If I was doing like half as much damage per shot, I would be pretty fine. I'd be pretty okay with it. Just because that's what I did last time. Alright, over here is a very important item. If you don't get this, you will regret it later. This is the, I think, yellow backbone. I think that's the one that's in here. No, it's red jelly. Okay, if you don't get these red jelly... Oh, yellow backbone you get from One Reborn. Red jelly you get here. If you don't get these red jelly while you're playing through the game, you might be stuck in a situation where you have to like go back and get it in New Game Plus, depending on how things work out. Okay, this is going to be tricky because there's a lot of... So the one thing the gun is not good at is killing a bunch of enemies, and there's a bunch of enemies in here. I'm going to see how many shots it takes per kill. 2 shots per kill. 700 echoes. It's kind of worth it to kill all these guys, but it will take a while if I wanted to do it. I don't know if I want to spend that much time doing it. These guys are sleeping in class, by the way. Pretty funny little joke. Yeah, I think I'm just going to run away from these guys. I don't... It's like like I make a slight profit off of each kill, but it would take so long to kill all of them because guns have like no AoE. Here's the Augur of Abretus, one of the best hunter tools. If you're ever doing any kind of arcane run, you want to come to this area and get that as soon as possible. And you can kill all the guys in that room with like 2 firebombs. It's crazy. Alright, let's go. Actually, honestly, we've still got all of our... we've still basically got like all of our vials and all of our Quicksilver bullets. Let's just go right into the Nightmare Frontier. We don't even have to go back to the Hunter's Dream yet. We can just run right through this next area. Wow, I've only been streaming for an hour today. I'm probably going to stream for like at least 1 more hour for sure, but I'm thinking I might actually stream for like 2 more hours or even longer. It'll depend on how my throat feels. Alright, I'd like to kill this guy. Perfect. The one good thing about like the Hunter Tool and gun only challenge runs is that killing these little bugs is a little bit easier. Oh no, we can get invaded. If we get invaded, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. I can't fight an invader with this build. If you want to invade me, now's the time. Alright, do your... No, do your swiping attack. No, do your swiping attack. Okay. Please, swipe. Oh, my bad. I said this during the last stream, but the button you use to do a jumping attack, this button here, is the same as the button you use to shoot the gun. If I ever accidentally do a jumping attack, I'm not going to like do something stupid like kill my character or restart the entire run. It's just... It's like it's a understandable mistake, and it doesn't really change anything. It's like you technically save like 1 bullet, like maybe. Like if I was constantly jumping at enemies on purpose, like that would be one thing, but like accidentally jumping 1 time is like, you know, whatever. I gotta reload. Nice, okay. Gotta be careful because these tombstones block... Yeah, these tombstones are getting in my way. I do a swiping attack. Oh, watch out for that. I need him to do a swipe. You can't parry the flamethrower. You need him to do a swiping attack. Now we're in trouble. The form where he gets low to the ground is a lot harder to deal with. Alright, a bolt gemstone that I don't think we can use. Somebody told me that the... So if you look on the wiki, it says that... Okay, so this is a long explanation. I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to start explaining what I'm trying to say. So if you equip a gem with added flat damage into the Raider Pelage, it actually adds the damage to the bullets. So you could add like 65 extra arcane damage per shot, for example. That's like one way to utilize this mechanic. Now the wiki says that this was patched out in 1.3, but somebody told me that it's actually still in the game. So if we find Brainsucker gems with like plus 65 arcane damage, we could add like an extra 65 per bullet. The issue is, by the time you get access to the Brainsucker gems, you can get Tempering gems that give more than 65 damage per gem anyway. So it actually ends up not mattering by the time you get to that point, I think. I'm going to test it out later, but I think it's not going to matter. Alright, there's 2 hunters up here. I'd like to fight them one at a time. If I can. We may have to fight both at once. I'm trying to see them. I can't remember where they are. There's one up top of up on that hill. If you walk a certain distance, one of them will start running towards you. There he is. So the other guy hasn't noticed me yet. Only this guy has noticed me. So if I can draw him out and kill just him before his friend comes over, it'll make this a lot easier for me. I'd like to parry him. It's a little bit tricky. I'm not good at parrying the Hunter Axe. It's not really a weapon that's easy to parry. Technically, I could parry him with like the Gascoigne timing. Yeah, I guess if you use the Gascoigne timing, it works. Okay, here's the problem. Now I only have 6 bullets. This guy, I can just fight 1v1. I have no problem with that. I'm still waiting for someone to invade me, by the way. It's really not that uncommon to get invaded in Nightmare Frontier. There we go. He's such a troll, too. He throws poison knives at you. I'm trying to get him to do like a 2-hit combo and then parry him while he's in the second hit. It's fine. Nice. I need to get behind something so I can heal without him shooting me. Got him. Nice. I think that is a guy, too. So if you go into the Chalice dungeons, all of the NPC hunters use the same model and the same voice. I believe she has the voice of young woman. I can't remember, because basically when you create your character, you choose either young, mature, or old. Oh, yep, somebody's invading me. I knew that was coming. When you go into the Chalice dungeons, the NPC hunters there, they all use the young woman model and voice. It's either the young or the mature woman in voice. But if you fight hunters like throughout the regular game, you will encounter ones that have like different models and different voices, which is really cool. I know somebody who didn't even know that like the hunters could have different voices in this game, because all of the ones in the Chalice dungeons have the same voice. This guy doesn't know I'm doing a gun only challenge. I literally can't fight you. I have like 2 bullets left. And he's, yeah, I can't beat him if he's gonna heal. I just have to let him kill me. If he didn't heal, I might be able to beat him eventually, but if he's gonna heal, there's no way for me to beat him with 2 bullets. Is Bloodborne 2 here? Oh, hey, your name is I Need Bloodborne 2. No, Bloodborne 2 is not here yet, I'm sorry to say. Brain Control says, hi, thank you for being here, Brain Control. We're doing more gun-only challenge. Unfortunately, I just got invaded. Well, I usually play offline while doing challenge runs for exactly this reason, because I literally cannot fight an invader. I did pretty good, though. I think I could have worn him down eventually if he didn't heal himself, but as soon as he healed himself, I knew there was no way to win. I would eventually just run out. Oh, man, I wasted a lot of bullets on that, too. That's unfortunate. Alright, we gotta run through here now, and there's probably an enemy who has my blood echoes. I need to go get those back. Alright, do your swiping attack. Nice. Alright. Pretty efficient. That went pretty well. I'm gonna take the bottom path here, because you only have to fight the guys one at a time if you take the bottom path. The only issue with taking the bottom path is sometimes the bugs get away. But I already got all the bugs last time, so I don't need to worry about that at all. Swipe at me, fool. Nope. Oh my god, that was a bad idea. Please don't spam your flamethrower. I can't do anything about it. Yeah. Do that. Oh, I wasted a bullet there. How are you doing today? I need Bloodborne 2, other than needing Bloodborne 2. Anything else going on in your life right now? Ooh, I'm surprised I got that parry. There's like a tree in the way. Alright. I think my echoes are right over there. I don't think I lost them. Yeah, they're right here. Okay, cool. Let's... The problem is I don't remember where the Bell Maiden is. I think she's like all the way... She's like more than halfway through the level. I don't think I can get to her fast. So there's a pretty good chance we get invaded again. Yeah, okay, let's see. I'm gonna jump here. I can't remember what's up here. It might be worth grabbing. It is Fading Lake. Not really worth grabbing. I'll get a more powerful version of the same rune later on. But then again, I said that during the Hunter Tool Challenge, and then there was a point where there was like several runes that I wish that I had. Alright. So what I want to do is go this way. Oh. There we go. Unfortunately, the only way to kill these guys is like with gun spam, basically. Fire Blood Gemstone, not really good. Okay, we're gonna have to just run through this area and hope that we're fine. I'm gonna use Bone Marrow Ash to kill this thing. Grab what he's holding. Oh, I thought he had chunks. That was a waste. I really thought he had a chunk. Alright, we're just gonna run through this area, because Is this the one that has a chunk? No, he has regular shards. Okay, that was such a waste of my time. Anyway, we're just going to run through this area because these guys throwing boulders at us take too long to kill, and they can kill us very easily with one attack. And once we get up here, we can open up the shortcut, and then we can also take out the Bell Maiden so that we don't get invaded. So there's like a lot of reasons to run through that area fast. Okay. I don't know what this guy has. More shards. I know there's chunks here. I'm pretty sure there's at least one chunk somewhere in Nightmare Frontier. And we're badly in need of chunks right now. These guys are so much easier to fight with guns. It's funny how this is like a challenge. It's supposed to be a challenge run, but there's some enemies that are so much easier to fight with guns. Skull Creek is back. Are you playing online? Yeah, we got invaded just a minute ago. Welcome back, though. Alright. So I think the Maiden is over here. No, this is the place we just came from. I'm backtracking. The Maiden is over here. Yeah. We're not going down into the Poison Swamp yet. For probably, hopefully obvious reasons. I'm not sure if I can kill this guy. I think he just might have too much HP, and I think you can't really parry him either. Oh, hold on. Chunk? You got a chunk? No chunk. There's a... I swear there's like a guy somewhere around here. Maybe I went down the wrong path. I think he's below where I am right now. If I can kill this guy, I'd kind of like to, but I don't think I can. I think he's going to have too much HP. Let's see. Oh, you can parry them. Okay. If you can parry them, then I can kill them. Well, I spoke too soon. Because he would prefer to fall down a cliff. Now he's going to be down there with like 1 HP throwing rocks at me for the rest of the game. That's annoying. Stunning Deep Sea. You are so stunning. What about these guys? That makes me wish I had upgraded the Raider Palash, because if I did, we could 2-hit these guys. Alright, we're just going to run through the swamp. I think if there is a chunk, if I'm remembering correctly, I think there's a chunk. If there is one, it's probably down here somewhere. Alright, there's a Winter Lantern up here. I'm going to restock all of our ammunition, get up to full health, load Bone Marrow Ash, and we're just going to try to burst this thing down before it frenzies us. Come here. Nice. That frenzy almost killed us, by the way. We were like 1%, because the frenzy deals a % damage to you when it hits you. We must have been like 1% ahead of like whatever damage it was going to deal to me. Yeah, see, they don't always drop gems. Sometimes they just drop Quicksilver bullets, which are extremely... Well, they're actually useful for this run, because we're constantly running out of bullets. But it would have been nice to get like a 15% gem from her. That would have been helpful for the rest of the run. But alas, farming really takes a lot of time in Souls games. True, yeah. It depends on the game though, and it also just depends on what you're farming for. Like, there's certain things that you could spend an unreasonable amount of time farming for and still never get it. But it's only like 1% better than, you know, something else. Whereas, like, in some cases, like, the second best thing is like only slightly worse, and you can farm it in like 10 minutes. So for me, it's one of the situations where game knowledge helps. If you know like what is worth farming for and how to farm for it as quickly as possible, you can save yourself a lot of time and a lot of hassle and not spend 4,000 hours farming for blood gems that you don't need. Does this guy have chunks? Oh, well, I'm gonna have to drop down here to find out. No, regular shards. I think I did get a chunk somewhere, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention. We can't fight Amygdala right now. We don't have enough resources, but we'll go back to the Hunter's Dream. We'll restock, and then we'll come back, and we'll probably just annihilate Amygdala. Oh, watch out. Nah. Okay, sure. I guess we're running through the poison swamp again. Well, this is our chance to farm another winter lantern to hopefully get a 15% gem. So, like, 5 things in a row happened there that were extremely stupid. So, for one, his flamethrower was somehow able to hit me while I was behind him. Oh, man, we really don't have a lot of resources for this. We used all of our resources getting there. We were supposed to restock, and then we died. Like, at the point when we were supposed to be restocking. Am I crazy, or did we not kill the maiden last time, by the way? Where is she? She's, like, over here somewhere. I thought I like, went looking for her, and then I just, like, didn't find her. Is that what happened? Is she up here? I don't know where she is. I'm just gonna run through and get the shortcut. That's what I need to do. There's another item up here that we didn't get last time. Yeah, there's, like, 2 different paths you could take that have 2 different items. But it's not really worth running all the way up to the top of there and going through twice just for a madman's knowledge. But if you do, like, we died, so we have to go again anyway. It's moderately worth it. Alright, let's try this again. I think what I'd like to do this time is actually wait and let the Winter Lantern get closer, so I'm not running all the way through Frenzy. So I'm going to wait for her to come up to the top of this path and fight her while she's up here. Because last time, because I ran all the way down there to her, I ended up taking a ton of Frenzy buildup before I reached her, which caused the Frenzy to hit me, like, pretty quickly. Alright, this should be closer. Trash. I hate when that happens. Oh, well, we just lost 26,000 blood echoes for no reason. So, this is why I hate parrying Winter Lanterns, because if you parry them on the exact same frame when they grab you, you still get grabbed. And sometimes, sometimes it stuns you out of the animation. That time we actually got relatively lucky. We're gonna have to go back to the Hunter's Dream. That time we actually got relatively lucky in the fact that we didn't get grabbed. If the Frenzy hadn't killed us right there, we could have actually finished her off. A lot of times what happens is you actually get grabbed and then you just die, which is, like, really stupid. This is why when I'm fighting Winter Lanterns, I say that the best method is to just run up to them and kill them with melee attacks. Alright, so we're going to sell the Boom Hammer because we can't use it. We're going to sell the Beast Cutter because we can't use it. I'm going to keep the Rifle Spear because I want to use it later. I'm going to keep the Evelyn just so I can use it later for making videos where I show people that the Raider Palash is better than the Evelyn. I'm going to sell the Student's Gear. Don't need it for anything. I'm going to start selling the gems that we don't need anymore. Thrust attack. I'm going to keep... No, I'm not going to keep that. It's not that useful in the long run. I'm going to keep this because we don't have anything better. Sell all of our elemental gems. We don't need those. Okay, any consumables that we don't need. Lead elixir we don't need. Delayed Molotovs I'll never use. Molotovs I won't use. At least for the duration of this run. I got a lot of cold blood due as well. I'm gonna sell the hunter tools because this character is never gonna have enough to use them. I'm not gonna use all of our consumables right now because we might need to use them later if we run out of ammunition at some point. But I do want to use a lot so that we can level up a couple times right now. Improve our damage a little bit. Yellow, is this a deathless speedrun? No, not at all. I've died a bunch of times already. And I've actually been going extremely slow. It's just a gun-only challenge. So basically, we can only use our gun for dealing damage. We can't use visceral attacks, so like even if I parry an enemy, I can't visceral them. I have to just shoot them again while they're on the ground. Strategy from past experience is deathless. No, I read that already. They really do be making weak enemies more annoying. Yeah, I mean, the Winter Lanterns are notorious for being really annoying. Personally, I don't think they're as bad as a lot of people say, but that's under the condition where if I have a melee weapon to fight them with. If I have a melee weapon to fight them with, they're extremely manageable with. In the condition of this run where I'm not allowed to use melee weapons, they're a lot harder. Because I can't run up to them and stun lock them to death. Bone Marrow Ash. I kind of need vials more than I need Bone Marrow Ash. Well, I need 13 vials. Then I can buy 4 Bone Marrow. Okay, we're doing pretty good. Fire Paper we can hold off on for now. I'm gonna buy at least 10 more vials. 3 more bullets, and then we'll just stock up as much vials as we can. Alright, this should be enough to get us through the area now. Back to the Nightmare Frontier. But yeah, no, it's not deathless, and it's definitely not a speed run. Actually, this run has gone pretty poorly. I've done this run off stream, and within like less than 2 hours, I got past Amelia. On this stream, it took us like 6 hours to get past Amelia, just because, I don't know, you play worse when you're on stream, I think. And probably other reasons. Just, you know, if you make a mistake at the wrong time, in this run, it can be very punishing. Because suddenly you're like, you have no ammunition and you have no blood echoes, and then it's like, well, how do I get more ammunition? And you have to spend like an hour like preparing before you can get back to playing the actual run. I have no idea where the Bell Ringing Maiden is, by the way. I could have sworn she was up here. Now I cannot find her. It doesn't really matter. If we can evade it again, we'll just run away and or die. That guy was probably very confused, by the way. He was like wondering why I was only running away and shooting at him. He didn't know that he invaded someone who was doing a challenge run. Even though my name is Gunner, though. So maybe he could have figured it out. And I literally have 2 guns equipped. But who knows. Let's kill this guy while we're here. Now that we don't have 26,000 echoes on the line, because we already lost them anyway. Yeah, he just dropped shards. Ooh, interesting. If you're locked onto that enemy, you can quick step instead of rolling. I didn't know that. Oh, watch out for that fella. Alright, let's try this again. So we gotta get past... Is he chasing me? Stop chasing me. Please, stop chasing me. Please stop chasing me. I cannot deal with you and a Winter Lantern at the same time. Alright. Bone Marrow Ash. Yeah, we got nothing back because we just ran past everything last time. Please do your please. Yeah. Ooh, oh man. Striking Gemstone? What even is that? That's like nothing. That's charge attacks. And it has an attack down curse. We did get a gem, but it's like the worst gem we could have gotten. Plus damage on charge attacks, which we can't use. And then also, even if we could use it, it has an attack down curse. That's some bad luck. We'll just sell it. Alright, let's go open the shortcut that we should have opened last time. Honestly, we could probably just go fight Amygdala right now. She's extremely easy with Bloodtinge builds. Alright, let's deal with this guy first. Do you want to come fight me, or do you want to just stand there? Yeah, he wants to do the trick where his flamethrower can hit me no matter where I am again. This guy's behaving extremely weird. Oh my god. Do your jump attack. There you go. If he wants to jump, I'll take advantage of it. Oh, he dropped a Tempering Stone. 10% physical attack. That would be good, but we don't have a waning gem slot on our weapon, unfortunately, which is fine because in the long run the triangle slot will be better. Right, I think you can just do this, and then just go fight Amygdala like this. I think we should be able to beat her with 14 vials. In fact, I almost feel like we can just beat her with like any amount of resources. You've never seen that before. That sucks. Which thing were you talking about? The part where I got grabbed? Or was it something else? Alright. Here's Amygdala. Bloodtinge only. That was weird. I did 200 damage, didn't register. Gotta reload. Just a casual 1,000 damage per shot, no big deal. I don't even need to use another Bone Marrow Ash. There you go, there's Amygdala. And we get our Ailing Loran Chalice. That deserves a cool gesture. That's the gesture you do when you know that you just did something awesome. Honestly, if I had counted up her HP totals and my damage totals before I went in there, I could have made the fight look even more clean. Because I would have known exactly when her head part was going to break. That was quick, GG. Thank you. You don't know much about Bloodborne right now. Okay. You've realized you only like Sekiro as a game, as a From Software game, as it only focuses on one mechanic and the others are just frustrating for you. Oh, yeah, the Striking Blood gem. Yeah, it's a pretty useless gem. But you live and you learn. Alright, let's restock our Bone Marrow Ash. Alright, we've cleared all of the optional areas now. It might be time to just go ahead and go fight Rom. Let me get more fire paper while I'm here, while we have the echoes. How many chunks do we have? Gosh, if we could get one more chunk, and I know where we can get it too. I'm gonna go get one more chunk from the DLC. Did we talk to Simon last time, or did I just walk past him and ignore him? I think I just walked past him and ignored him. I'm gonna talk to him. I do want to get the bow eventually. I'm not going to use it for this challenge run, but I am going to use it on this character after I finish the challenge run. So I should talk to Simon while I'm here. I think he moves forward even if you don't talk to him, though. But I'm not 100% sure. Alright. A couple different ways we can go to get chunks, I think. But I know for sure... get one by running through here. Cool. Oh my god, these guys are so annoying. Oh, I'm not even going to do anything different. I'm literally just going to do the same thing again, and then next time they're not going to kill me. It's just, if they choose to shoot at you from 3 different angles with an infinite number of ranged attacks, you just die. And if they don't choose to shoot at you, then you just live. That's kind of the decision that happens at that time. And there's no point, like, wasting resources trying to fight them because you could just run past them. If they choose to allow you to do so. Sometimes they just stand there and stare at you. It's really stupid. Maybe I'll run across the bridge first, but I'm actually more wary about the guys with the rifles. They scare me a lot more. These bugs don't scare me at all. And we don't stand to lose anything either. We have, like... oh. Yeah. So this time what they chose to do was move around and block me so I couldn't walk past them. Alright, we're good. We're pretty much fine now. There's like nothing else they can do to us at this point. Just run past all these fellows. And we're good to go. We're safe. Alright. So I don't know if I want to fight the guy with the machine gun or not. It's probably better if I fight him so that he's not shooting at me the whole time. But it's also going to be a pain, I think, to kill him because he has a lot of HP. Yeah, no, I can't fight this guy. He has too much HP. I'm just going to run through here and grab all the shards and chunks. I think there's a chunk down here. There's the chunk. There's more stuff over here, too. More shards. Okay, whatever. Amygdala arm, we can sell that. More shards. Well, we need our chunks. We don't really need shards. I wonder why the chain gun guy doesn't fight these enemies. Maybe he's a powder keg? It would actually make sense for him to be a powder keg. Is this a chunk? Yes, it is. Yeah, it was definitely worth running over here. We just got 2 early chunks. It looks like people want me to upgrade the Raider Palash, and I actually kind of do want to upgrade the Raider Palash. I haven't 100% decided yet. The vote's pretty close, too. It's 56 to 44%. So it's a very close vote. And I can't really decide what I want to do. Let me grab whatever's over here. Cold Blood 8. We have 0 echoes, so there's no downside to dying there. I wanted to run past them. If they let me run past them, I would have healed up. But if they kill me, it doesn't matter, because I lose nothing. I lose the 0 blood echoes I was holding. Hey, Musa, thanks for being here. Thanks for coming back. I'm reloading my chat window right now. I actually just saw your message right before I reloaded the chat window. We just grabbed a couple of extra chunks. Now I'm going to run through and get past the second half of this area. Actually, let me reload the chat before I do anything else. YouTube Studio. Oh, D just uploaded another video too. I think he did during the last time I was streaming too. I wonder if maybe like the day that he uploads videos is the same day that I usually stream. Because I just saw that. And I remember mentioning it during the last stream too. I'm in the wrong place. Hold on, I gotta go back to YouTube Studio. This is what I get for closing out the chat window. I said this last time, but if you like Advanced Wars, go check out Degis. He makes probably the best Advanced Wars videos. Alright, chat's loading now. I'm back. Alright, so this time we're going to run to the right. It's actually a lot safer to run to the right. The enemies are way less aggressive over here. I'm going to try to clear... Hold on, I need some water. There we go. Delicious water. I'm going to try to clear out this next section. I don't think we're going to fight Ludwig yet. I'd rather come back and fight him with a more powerful gun. But if we clear out everything, then we can just come back and fight Ludwig later whenever we're ready. This guy's the only one who can sometimes be a little bit annoying, depending on where he wants to stand. But he looks like he let us by. Alright, so there should be a couple of dogs over here that we need to fight. Dogs, not too difficult if you have a gun. I say that as he immediately hits me. I'm gonna use the repeating pistol just to make sure that we finish him. Oh no, he got back up anyway. Well, that was a waste of 2 bullets. Or 1 bullet, technically. Here comes his pal. Are you gonna do anything? Come over here, you fool. There we go. That kind of works out because he ends up taking 4 shots either way. So that's pretty efficient bullet usage. Water, yeah. I was badly in need of water right there. In fact, I feel like I've been drinking a lot of water. I feel like I need to take a bathroom break soon. Let me clear the enemies who are standing down here. And then once I know there's no enemies around, I will go get some... I will go to the bathroom and go refill my water too. This guy should be able to parry. Didn't. Oh, watch out, there's a guy behind me. I love the fact that I can, like, use audio cues. Okay. I'm, like, really good at... I'm, like, so good at playing this game now. I can use audio cues to find out, like, when an enemy is sneaking up behind me, which is really cool. Alright, I need to reload. I think I'm not going to use Bone Marrow Ash. I'm just going to chip him down with regular shots. I have so much ammunition left still. There's not really any rush. Honestly, the big problem is this annoying crow. Alright, if I can line up a shot on him. Got him. Now I can just finish off the crow. Honestly, the crows are not worth the amount of bullets it takes to kill them. But they're extremely annoying if left alive. Alright, hold on. There's no crows around here. I'm just going to stand, like, here. This should be a pretty safe spot. Are you going to do a blind playthrough of, what game? Oh, like a blindfold run? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not that good. I'm actually not sure if it's possible in Bloodborne. I'm going to look it up later. I'm going to see if anyone's done it before. But I know I couldn't do it. It's the kind of run that I wouldn't be able to do. Like, I wouldn't be able to practice enough. Hey, Reiki596, thanks for being here. I'm heading to the bathroom real quick. I'm going to be right back, and then we're going to continue playing. Let me know how you're doing, and I will read your message when I get back. And we're back. I would say that was significantly faster than 5 minutes. I just did a speed run. Alright, I'm gonna run past the crows. They're not worth fighting. They take too many bullets to kill. They don't give anything good in return. I can't remember if there's a chunk over here to the left, so I'm probably gonna go over there and check. First I'm gonna go over here and get this item. I forget what it is. I actually forget about this one a lot. It's easy to forget that this exists. It's a, I think it's a, oh yeah, it's the Constable Garb, yeah. It's a pretty decent armor set too, if you need bolt resistance and physical. It's like, I think it's the best armor in terms of like, physical plus bolt resistance. That was faster. Bathroom speedrun goes crazy. Thank you, thank you. Ricky says indeed, he won me to it. Alright. I don't want to fight this guy. The only thing I get from him is a vermin, which I don't need. I think this is a weapon. Yeah, Beast Center safe, which I am going to use eventually, I think, maybe. It is a skill weapon. I'm not going to... Again, this is one of those things, like, I'm not going to use it for this challenge run, but once I finish the challenge, I am going to continue using this character. And I think Beast Hunter Safe is one of the weapons that I will use. Let me look at it real quick. Beast Hunter Safe. Yes, I'll probably use it. Although I might be looking for a different shape, but that's a question for another time. Alright, I'm going to sneak past these guys. No reason to fight them. If you run over here... Usually neither of them see you. Sometimes maybe one of them will, but even if he does, he can't shoot you behind this pillar. Yeah, neither of them saw me. I can just sneak right past them. Alright. So this is the only lamp that we really need to get in order to come back later and fight Ludwig. But there's a couple more things I want to do while we're here before we go back. So first, if you go over here, you can usually get like a free 10 blood vials, I want to say. And in this run, honestly, 10 blood vials is a lot. That matters a lot. Like we've been coasting on like right around 20 blood vials almost the entire run, or less. So like any way to restock back up as much as we can. Like give me 10 free vials. Alright. Did they really have to make that take as long as it did, by the way? That's like so gratuitous. There we go. Oh, I should have used the repeating pistol while she was on the ground. One of the key things of this run, for anyone who wasn't here earlier, I explained all this earlier, but you know, that was a long time ago. One of the key things of this run is that whenever enemies fall on the ground, you should shoot them with the repeating pistol so that you're multiplying the higher damage by like 1.5 times. Same with Bone Marrow Ash. If you're using Bone Marrow Ash, you should be using the repeating pistol, so you're multiplying the higher damage by 2.5. Whereas if you're trying to shoot enemies a bunch of times, or if you're trying to parry enemies, you should use the Raider Palash, because it deals the highest damage per single bullet. It's a little confusing if you've never used the guns before, but not too confusing. How many times do you reckon you've beaten this game? At least 20, I would say. I'm not sure how much more than that. Okay, now if I'm not mistaken, I believe this one does drop chunks. So I want to kill them fast. Yeah, there's 2 more chunks. We're up to 8 chunks now. We'll definitely be able to upgrade at least one of our guns very soon. I want to get this guy to come down. There he comes. Okay. I'm actually going to use Bone Marrow on this guy. I should have loaded it earlier. This guy has more HP than the normal ones. Oh. That was another one of those things. I was talking about this earlier too. Sometimes with the pistol, when you shoot at enemies, it just like goes past their shoulder. Anyway, this guy... These red eye variants are stronger than the normal ones. Yeah, see, the gunshot just went right past him. So I didn't get the parry. Gotta reload. Honestly, we did pretty good. Oh, he didn't do the follow-up attack. Probably because I was too far away. Alright, that went okay. That could have gone better, but it went okay. So we will get a vermin from him, which again, we don't really need for anything, but I mean, having it is better than not having it, I suppose. I always forget what this item over here is. I'm pretty sure it's something completely useless. Well, 2 blood vials aren't completely useless. Oh, cool, I'm trapped. That was definitely not worth it. I know my I know my stuff. I'm very good. Kudos. Thank you. 20 times. That's more than 100 hours. It took Ricky like 100 hours for one playthrough. You like to try and collect every item and gear plus achievements. Yeah, I've had playthroughs that took me like 30 to 40 hours, and I've had ones that took me like, 10 to 20 hours. So it really depends on what you're doing on that individual run. I would say total though, yeah, it has been definitely more than 100 hours. It's probably for 20 runs, it's probably been significantly more than 200 hours. I've played Bloodborne. Especially because some characters, like after I got to the end, I continued to play that character for a while afterwards. Like, later on, if I remember later on in the stream, I'll show you my current characters that I have available. Okay, we got everything that we needed. And I'll add up all of the time on those characters. And then in addition to like these, I think 4 or 5, there's like 10 or more characters. It's got to be more than 10. It's got to be like 15 or more characters like before this that I just like deleted when I was done playing them. Yeah, those 2 vial bait, that is definitely a troll. Your first playthrough was 45 hours. That's not bad for Bloodborne, I don't think at all. Some people like rush the game and beat it in 30 hours, but you have to keep in mind those are the people who like probably were using a guide like for their first playthrough. Whereas if you don't use a guide for your first playthrough, it can actually, I don't know, it can the length can actually vary if you don't use a guide on the first playthrough because you can miss a lot of content. I would like over half of the content in Bloodborne is optional. It's it's a game with a ton of stuff that you can just skip, which is cool for like speedrunning and stuff too. All right, so we got some stuff we can sell. We can sell the whirligig saw. We won't be able to use that. We can sell the amygdala arm. We will not be able to use that. Anything else worth selling? Anything we're never gonna wear? I don't ever really wear the night set, and it's worth a lot too. I think I'm gonna sell it. I think technically we can get some more later. Here's the crap gem that we got earlier. We're definitely gonna sell that. Sell this for now. Alright. Let's level up a couple times. Try to get a little bit more damage. Actually, let's upgrade our gun first. Pole is actually split 50-50 right now. So, let's see. Do I want more damage on every shot from my Raider plush, or do I want to buff the repeating pistol so that our big, like, one-time big shots deal more damage? I feel like I still haven't decided yet. It's a really tricky question. I think I'll go with the repeating pistol, because I think the bone marrow ash is going to be more important. Alright, so right now our attack power is 183 with the Raider Palash, 273 with the repeating pistol. When we level up, it's going to go up. Both of those damage numbers will go up a little bit. So we're going to do 276. That's an extra 3 damage with the repeating pistol just for 1 level. 278, that's another 2 damage. Yeah, the repeating pistol scales better with Bloodtinge too, so that's a reason to focus on that gun. Oh, well, actually, no, it's not showing. I just remembered, it's not showing us the Raider Plash gun damage. It's showing us the sword damage, which is a little tricky. All right, so we'll do... Honestly, we actually need a little bit of vitality, too, because we're getting killed a lot. Let's do this. 2235 for now. And then I don't remember what I said the Raider Plash gun damage was, but it's up to 194 now. And our repeating pistol is up to 278. So there's still like a 100-point difference between them. Alright, we need 2 bone marrow ash. We got plenty of fire paper. We need bullets, as always. The problem is it's hard to justify buying bullets because blood vials... Each blood vial is basically 5 bullets. Alright. Should be good. We did everything there that we need to do. Now we're going to go back to the Forbidden Grave stone. Oh, we already got the Bergenworth lamp. Okay, we're going to go right to Bergenworth. How many digits of gameplay? I'm not sure what that means. Ricky says they don't want to miss any optional things. Yeah, if you're trying to play the game the first time and you're not using a guide and you don't want to miss any optional content, I mean, I could easily see a first Bloodborne run taking 50 hours. especially because you would have to take time to figure out how to find all this stuff. Alright, so we're going to try to go fight Rom right now. We might have to fight a lot of enemies on the way there, in which case we might just have to open the shortcut and then come back and get Rom later. That actually seems likely. What's our damage like here? Oh, that was a mistake. I pressed the wrong button there. I'm gonna take this frenzy damage first, then reload. Yeah, when those guys grab you, they actually frenzy you as well. Alright. We're getting about 1,000 damage per kill on these bugs, which is pretty bad, honestly. We're definitely spending more than we're getting back. Oh. That was actually a funny moment. I thought that he... When I shot him twice, I thought that he only had, like, 1 shot worth of HP left, so I thought that I was wasting a bullet. But then a fraction of a second later, I noticed that he actually did have a little bit of health left, so shooting twice was actually the right move. So it was like, I thought I made a mistake, but then I didn't make a mistake. What an interesting story. Chalice dungeon time, yeah, I mean, that adds a ton of time as well. How do I want to start this fight? I think I want to start close to you. What I actually want you to do is something I can parry. There you go. Oh, he actually survived that. Quicksilver bullets, that's good. That makes up for some of those we spent. Arcane Lake, that's pretty whatever. These enemies up here, by the way, this giant centipede over here, if you shoot him in, like, the flower that's dangling on the top of his head, you can, like, one-shot him. Like, the flower on the top of his head takes a ton of damage. It has, like, 0 defense, I think. Something along those lines. I want to lure out these guys first and fight them, hopefully, one at a time. Alright, if I do this correctly, I can beat them with 3 repeating pistol shots each. Where's the other guy? Here he is. If I do all, like, counter hits, which is pretty easy to do against these guys. There you go. Because it ends up taking 6 bullets either way. Alright, now I actually kind of want to try to kill this guy, because it's kind of fun if you can do it. The problem is it's actually kind of hard to hit the spot on the top of his head. Didn't get it that time. Definitely not getting it now. You can't do it while he's flailing around. It's the problem. That's not it. It's like, I think that was kind of it. That was 120 damage. I don't think that was enough, though. It's literally like a one-shot if you line it up correctly. Well, maybe that is it, because that was another 120. And that seemed to be a direct hit. Yeah, 120 versus 30 damage. Hey. It's actually really easy to line up if you fight him right there. Whoa. You know what? That's very unusual, because normally if you kill an enemy after they summon, like, a black hole, normally the enemy dies and then the spell still comes out of the black hole. Like, if it's a fireball or, like, a blue magic laser, it usually still comes out even after you kill the enemy. But in that case, the enemy was summoning a black hole, I killed him, and then the black hole just, like, lingered for a few seconds and then disappeared. I've never seen that before. I would say 99 out of 100 times fireballs should have come out of that black hole. Skull Creek is heading out. Thanks for stopping by today. Have a good day. I probably said it too late, unfortunately. I don't always look at chat quickly enough, but either way, thanks for stopping by. We got one more bug to kill. Try to do the same thing as before, just try to kill him with 3 repeating pistol shots. I didn't quite get it that time. I didn't get all the counter hits. You have to get the counter hits to do it. Or I could upgrade my gun again, but I don't have the chunks yet. Sedatives. Pretty soon we're going to have a lot of chunks. So that'll be good. Like, honestly, we're close to having a +9 repeating pistol already. And then once you get to +9, +10 is right there. You don't have to gather a bunch of materials, you just have to get the blood rock. Alright, I don't know what I'm going to do about this lady in here. I guess we can try to fight her. I actually know how to parry her. The problem is if she's spamming spells, if she's casting spells at me, I can't parry her. And I can't attack her, I can't parry her if she's fighting me through a corner. Oh, I did that again by accident. I said this a couple times already. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, I actually dodged it, partially. She won't let me reload, that's the problem. I kind of have this fight under control, she just won't let me reload. And if I back off to reload, she's going to cast a spell that will kill me. How am I not parrying her? I'm like a second too slow for the parry. There we go. Yeah, this is not going to be it. I gotta be dealing more. The problem here is I just didn't have the resources to fight her. Like, with only 4 blood vials and 8 bullets, I had to, like, constantly be reloading, and you can't reload while fighting her. So I gotta come back and do it again, like, with fully stocked vials and bullets. It looks like people ended up voting for the repeating pistol anyway, which is good. Because that's what we ended up using. Alright, so if I go back now, I should be able to take her on, like, with full ammunition going into the fight. Not being down to having, like, a slim amount of ammunition left over. Because then I can just focus on killing her. I don't have to focus on trying to reload. I'm going to do Bone Marrow Ash, too. You can shoot enemies to stop them from casting a Call Beyond, as you've just seen. It's a little tricky, though. You kind of have to do it, like, before they start casting it. Nice. Got one BMA shot. I'm in a really bad spot right now. So where I was standing, if she cast Augur of Abretus, yeah, see, if you shoot her too late, it doesn't stop the spell from casting, and then she just casts it anyway, and then you're just kind of stuck. Hey Brain Control, hey Rednas, are you doing the DLC? Yes, I am. Not right now, but I am going to do it. This is going to be 100% all bosses, all chalice dungeons, all main game content, using the gun only. By the way, thanks for stopping by. I don't think I've seen you in here before. If you've been here before and I forgot about you, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go back and get more bullets before I try this again. This is a pretty tough enemy. This is one of the tougher enemies in the game, in the base game, in my opinion. For the point where you fight her. Like, if you come back and fight her with a +10 weapon, she's easy. But, like, if you actually come here with, like, a +6, +7 weapon, and you're trying to fight this lady, she can be an absolute demon. Alright. Not what I wanted to use. I'm actually going to use all of these. Yeah. Alright. Do we need to restock Bone Marrow Ash? Sure, why not? Alright, this is good. Now we have, like, 30 vials, 30 bullets. So if we die once or twice, we don't have to keep coming back to restock. I'm going to use the fire paper against her, too. Even though she has, like, good fire defense, it's still better than nothing. Forbidden Grave should be here. friggin' worth. Fist only challenge run next. Nah, I talked about this when I was doing the Hunter tool only challenge, which is the last challenge run I did. People asked for the same thing. They were like, "Are you going to do fist only or other stuff like that?" And no, it's not fun for me. I don't like challenge runs that just make the game take longer. So like having to hit the enemy 3,000 times, having to hit Gascoigne 3,000 times, like for 1 damage for each punch, is not fun to me. This is fun to me, like having to figure out a way to make the game work using only guns without being able to use your melee attacks. Like that's fun. That's a fun idea. And it doesn't really make the game take significantly longer. It just forces you to play it a different way than how you normally play. That's really hard to dodge when you're far away. It's actually easier to dodge when you're closer, but I had to go pick up my echoes first. We didn't lose anything. Like, we just walked up there and instantly died, so it's not a big deal. So the fact that she can cast Call Beyond is one of the reasons she's very difficult to fight. The other reason is just like the space where you fight her is extremely favorable to her. It gives her a big advantage. She uses the threaded cane, which can attack around corners and through solid objects, and there's a lot of corners and a lot of solid objects for her to attack through. And then on top of that, of course she has a Call Beyond, which, you know, if she's hiding behind a corner, casting a Call Beyond, it's like very difficult to line up shots against her. Watch out. And then also, because it's very easy to get backed up like this, like when I'm standing there, there's no space behind me. If there's no space behind you and she casts Augur of Abretus, there's not really much you can do to get away from it. I used like all of my bullets already. Yeah, see, she's gonna try to move into a corner and attack me through there. Where I can't hit her through this couch, but she can hit me. And right now there's no space behind me, so if she casts Augur of Abretus, I'm just screwed. Turn around and attack. Alright, she's gonna kill me now. Yeah. Literally, there is nothing you can do in that situation. Oh, what do I do against her with a gun only? If I had a melee weapon, I wouldn't be like, it wouldn't be this hard. She's still extremely hard, but it wouldn't be this hard. Is there a challenge where you are not allowed to kill normal enemies, only bosses? I don't think I've seen anyone do that before. That would be interesting, though. I would kind of be interested to see that. There might be some enemies that are mandatory to kill. I literally have never thought about it until you just asked that question. So I'd have to think about it. There might be some enemies that are like, you have to kill. But it might also be possible to do. I don't think it would be that hard. I actually don't think it would be that tricky. Just because you could use the resources you get from killing bosses. Well, it didn't kill me. That's a start. I need to get a parry. I need to get parries on her. I'm not getting any. The problem is every time I'm in a good position to, like, I have the right timing to parry, it's always when I'm either reloading my gun or healing myself. Like, she just doesn't let up. Yeah, I can dodge that if I'm standing in the right spot when she casts it. I can also stop her from casting it like that. Cool, Bone Marrow Ash wore off. That should have been a parry. That should have been a parry. It's getting close to the point where I might just run past her and fight her later. It's very difficult to fight her where I am right now. Like with my current damage and health. I'm just wasting resources at this point. I just cannot get these parries. Like, how is that not a parry? I literally hit her while she was in her attack animation. That is the definition of a parry. If she would attack twice in a row, I could parry her. She just won't do it. Yeah, see, she's only attacking once. You can't reaction parry her weapon. It's too fast. That was clutch. Alright, I'm just gonna burst her down now. Whew. That was tough. That was probably one of the hardest fights in the challenge so far. Maybe try the cannon. I can't use the cannon. I don't have enough strength. You need a lot more strength to use the cannon. I think it's 36. It's an extremely high number. I think it's 36. I'm not 100% sure. Student uniform, we can go sell that later. We have to go grab the key now. I think the key is upstairs. That was a brutal fight. We wasted so much resources on that fight. We didn't need to. We could have just ran past her, but oh well. Alright, here's the key. And if we go upstairs, there's an item we can grab that we can sell. The empty phantasm shell, really good. One of my favorite hunter tools. You save a lot of blood echoes not needing to buy fire paper and bolt paper because you can just buff your weapon with this. And on top of that, another really great thing about it is that you can only carry 10 fire paper. You can only carry like 10 bolt paper. But if you're using the phantasm shell, you can use it as many times as you want to. You're not limited to just using it 10 times. Nice. Alright, we won't be able to beat Rom with our current resources, so we're going to have to go back to the Hunter's Dream and restock, which is annoying. I hate doing that. I wish you could just restock in the lanterns. Can survive that fall. I'm going to kill Willem while I'm here, get his rune. Then we'll come back and fight Rom. I don't think he has a lot of health. Yeah. Here's a fun little trick. I'll just use blood bullets, since I'm about to go back to the Hunter's Dream anyway. Any tips for Lawrence on a normal playthrough? Yeah, he has certain combination attacks. I'm going to do this. This doesn't count as violating the run because I'm not attacking anything. He has certain combination attacks where he'll do stuff like he'll go swipe, swipe, big swipe, and then he spends a lot. You see how my character spent a long time like getting back. This is my neutral position, right? So you're gonna swipe, swipe, long swipe, and then all the way. It takes that much time for me to stand back into the neutral position. Stand. 1, 2, 3. Stand. After his third swipe, while he's taking a long time to stand back up into his neutral position, run up to him and attack him. Or you can even shoot him. You can throw a Cursed Brew at him. You can shoot him with a long-range weapon if you're using the bow. You have enough time to run up and attack him with a melee weapon. Then, just run away. Like, don't keep attacking. Just run up, hit him one time with your heaviest, your biggest damage attack, and then just run away. If you do this enough times, you'll slowly chip down his health bar. Once he gets into the second phase, it actually becomes really easy to fight him. A lot of people are scared of the second phase. It's actually not bad at all. So if you stay on his right side, which is your left side, I'll show you using the doll once I get back to the Hunter's Dream. So if you go stand on this side of him and attack him from over here, like on this side, it's very hard for him to hit you, especially if you're standing about this far away. He'll start spitting lava at you. While he's spitting lava, you just run over here and you just hit him on the side. You can hit him like 1, 2, 3, 4 times before he stops spitting lava. You get a ton of free damage every time you bait him into spitting lava at you. And, I mean, that's basically it. Once you've done that, you've kind of won the fight. Alright. For Rom, we're going to use... Actually, I want to get some Quicksilver bullets before we go there. I don't have a lot of stuff to sell right now. Well, we'll buy what we can. If we get stuck, we'll go do something else. I don't think we'll get stuck though. Rom's not that tough. So for Rom, we are going to use the fire paper trick. This is going to be really cool if you haven't seen this before. Raider Palash is one of the only weapons in the game that has split damage, but still allows you to buff it with fire paper and bolt paper. So what we can do is we can buff our gun with fire paper, and we get an extra 80 damage per bullet, which makes it really efficient. If your main weapon is the Tonitrus, it is going to be a little bit tricky. The reason is because the Tonitrus has a very short reach on its attacks. It has one of the shortest reaches. And additionally, the Tonitrus is a weapon that really benefits from attacking a lot of times really quickly. Like, the Tonitrus wants you to go, like, run up to a boss and do, like, R1, 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 and then run away. But you can't do that with Lawrence. With Lawrence, you have to run up, attack him one time, and then run away. And the Tonitrus isn't really as good in that situation, especially because it has such a short reach. You have to get in very close. Whereas, let's say you were using a Hunter Axe in the two-handed form, you could run forward, hit him with like a huge, heavy R2 attack that has a very far reach, and then run away. It'd be a lot more efficient. I mean, you have to either, if you're going to limit yourself to using just one weapon, then you're going to have to, you have to deal with the fact that that weapon is weak against this boss. But if you're willing to branch out and like try using different weapons, in that situation, you can just buy a Hunter's Axe and upgrade the Hunter's Axe like to +9 and just use that instead of the Tonitrus. We can't one-shot the spiders, so I don't think it's going to be worth killing them. I think this is going to be kind of like a Hail Mary fight. Like, just run up, attack Rom, and just get shots on Rom. And not worry about the spiders at all. Just hope that nothing kills us from our blind spot. We'll burn through too many resources killing all these spiders. Alright, we've already got her down one phase, and we've still got a ton of vials, a ton of bullets left. Run away! I gotta buff my fire paper again, I ran out. So the only annoying thing about this fight is going to be if we die. If we die, it's going to be very annoying, because we invested a lot of resources already. We used 2 fire paper, we used a lot of bullets, we used a lot of vials. We're going to be using Bone Marrow Ash when we get close to the end of the fight. If we get close to the end of the fight and then we die after we're using like 4 or 5 Bone Marrow Ash, that is going to be devastating. Alright, we're on the last phase now. After this fire paper runs out, I'm going to switch over to using Bone Marrow Ash. The problem is there's a lot of spiders to deal with now. The good thing is, because we're using a gun, we can kind of attack her from far away, which relieves a little bit of the pressure, because normally you have to run in and get really close to hit her with melee attacks. I'd kind of like to shoot from the right-hand side. Alright, I'm going to switch to Bone Marrow Ash now. So we're going to be going with... We're just going to be trying to land one heavy shot at a time. I couldn't shoot right there with the meteors coming at me. Oh, there's way too many spiders. Got her. Okay, that's 700 per shot. If we can land these shots, we should be fine. The problem is there's so many spiders, they're not only blocking our path, but they're actually blocking, they're like body blocking our shots. Got her. I think 1 or 2 more good shots should finish it. Oh my god, I'm so surrounded by enemies. I'm actually gonna go over here and draw the spiders away from her. This is brutal. Alright. No, 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 no. That enemy hit me while I was in the middle of my shot. They interrupted my shot. No, I shot at the ground. I shot her head. I'm throwing. I just wasted 2 bullets in a row. Not just bullets, but bone marrow shots too. The first one I shot into the ground. The second one I hit her face instead of her body. The face has a lot more armor. Got her. Alright, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Honestly, normally when you're fighting Rom, you have to get really close to hit her with melee attacks. The ability to hit her with bullets from just even a little bit further away actually relieves a lot of the pressure on that fight. Especially if you're doing it the way I did, where you're running in and out of the battle. You have a level 8 Holy Moonlight Sword from Ludwig. You can definitely use the Holy Moonlight Sword. Ranged attack against Ludwig. Or against Lawrence. If you're fighting Lawrence, you can use the Holy Moonlight Sword to attack from like a distance. Just do the same thing that I described earlier, but instead of running in and attacking, all you have to do is like move forward a little bit and then use your L2 and hit him with like a magical beam while he's in his recovery animation. Not only will you do extra damage because he's in his recovery animation, but you'll have enough safe time to attack before he can counter you. Ricky says, no death, please. Yeah, I actually managed to get out of that without dying, even though I dropped a lot of shots. I dropped 2 shots near the end, which is like the worst time to mess up. But I recovered. All is well. I'm gonna go grab this lamp. I'm probably not gonna run too far forward. These guys have a lot of health right now. They're currently buffed. Man, wow, I did a lot of damage to him. The fact that I'm doing that much damage, despite the fact that he's buffed with extra health and extra defense, really shows how powerful guns can be. Nice. We're getting 500 per kill, too. This is the point in the game where the enemies start giving us a ton of echoes per kill. And, like, we can afford to, like, not be as stingy with our bullets. Because every enemy that we kill is giving us, like, so many resources. We make back more than we spend by shooting them. That was a good repeating pistol usage, by the way. Parry him with the Raider Palash, and then while he's on the ground, hit him for bonus damage with the repeating pistol. Allows me to get the one shot that would not have been possible. Otherwise, it would have taken like 4 or 5 bullets to kill that guy. Musa says, nice. Red Mass is going to go study. Good luck. Thank you very much. The stream's not going on for much longer anyway, so you probably won't miss very much. Good luck with your studying. Or especially good luck with, you know, your upcoming test or whatever it is that you're studying for. Gotta do that. I can't fight that guy I can't fight this guy while that guy's shooting at me. Oh. A little too slow on the parry there. Yeah, on the reaction parries, I'm always a little bit slow. I'm way better at setup parries. The problem is, in Bloodborne, one thing that you will learn, like if you play this game for, you know, like a few hundred hours like I have, having a melee weapon makes it so easy to set up your setup parries, and doing gun only and not having a melee weapon makes it really hard to get setup parries. Because there's no way to, like, force the enemy into it, like, to set up against them. You just have to wait for them to do the attack that you want them to do, which is, you know, why are they going to do that? 80% of the time, they're just going to stand there and do whatever you don't want them to do. Nice. Tier 4 bolt gem that you can get in the game if you want it. These guys are not particularly weak against blood damage, but they don't resist it either. So, like, killing them with gunshots can be a good way. Especially the ones in the Chalice dungeons, if they summon like a swarm of enemies that are chasing you. Bursting them down with gun damage can help eliminate them without getting overwhelmed by the swarm. I don't know if I'm going to kill this big guy or not. I have to see how much health he has. Is there anything behind me? Yes, there is. I remember this happened to me in the past. This guy gets summoned behind you. Get out of the way, idiot. The problem is, even if I kill this guy... Oh, God. I thought the BMA would one-shot him. It did not. Yeah, even if I kill this guy, the witch is just going to resummon him in a second, so it's kind of a waste of bullets, although you do get blood echoes every time you kill him, so technically I'm making a profit. But if I run out of resources before I clear the area, that's a much bigger problem. So what I want to do is take out this witch. Before she can resummon anything. I think I wasted a bullet there. It's okay. Not a huge deal, but not ideal. Alright, we've opened up this shortcut, so we're in a much better position now. If we die or if anything happens, we don't have to run through that whole area again. Restocking some of our ammunition, too, while we're here. That's always good. I don't like fighting shield guys. They just take too long to kill. I'm going to go this way first. There's an item over here that I want. Can't remember what it is. Bolt paper, yeah. We actually want bolt paper right now. I will fight the Hargul gank squad. I won't do it right now. That's something we have to come back and do later with a plus 10 weapon. But I will fight them. Alright, is anyone going to follow me down here? Yes, she will. Three shots if I miss the parry. Probably 2 shots if I hit the parry. Oh! Now I gotta be really careful because this guy's not gonna let me reload. I kinda wanna kill her first. Yeah, because that will actually weaken him. And it will prevent her from resummoning him too if after I kill him. Yeah, now he takes way more damage from each shot. That was more efficient. And just safer. Alright, next thing you do is drop down here. This is a very important item. This is your upper cathedral key. You need this for a lot of things. I mean, it's technically an optional area, but I think it's one of the most important optional areas. Alright, we should have the resources to finish clearing out this area. If this guy would attack. He doesn't seem to like attacking. I need to reload. The good thing is this one can't stop me from reloading because there's a cage blocking him. That could have been more efficient, but it wasn't the worst. I'm going to run around and attack this guy from behind. I'd rather reload here. We've got more vials than we do bullets, as tends to happen in this run. Oh, I really wanted that guy to drop bullets. He usually does. Got very unlucky there. This is another stream. So this happened, I don't think it was on Friday. I think it was the stream before that. I think it was last week's stream. We're really close to 100 views right now. I wanted to get 100 views before the stream ended. It didn't quite happen. I had to wait, and like over the course of like the next week, I got up to like the views increased up to I think 150. But I want to get 100 views while the stream is still going. I haven't done that before. I've never had a stream reach 100 like while I was still live. It would be cool to get that. They actually have pretty weak blood defense. Oh, watch out. Wow, I did not realize these enemies had such weak blood defense. That's really useful to know for the future. Even on like casual runs, like not challenge runs, I could definitely use my guns to deal with these guys. Or these ladies, I suppose. There's a chunk over here, which we desperately want. There's another chunk not far up ahead, but we might not be able to get the other chunk. It might be a little trickier to get. I actually want this guy to start shooting a laser. Yes. Now, hopefully the laser will take out most or all of these witches. It doesn't look like it's going to take out any of them. That was the worst possible outcome. I wanted to take out at least 1 or 2 of them. Hopefully all of them. Instead, I took out none of them. Just a lot less than all. Oh. I have to run away and reload here. They're not going to let me reload safely. Oh. Why did I lock onto the furthest enemy? Alright, so the good thing is they always take 2 bullets no matter what. So I don't have to worry about like timing my shots or parrying or anything like that. Because their blood defense is so weak, they just always take 2 bullets. They give me a lot of echoes, by the way. I'm up to 45,000 echoes. That's crazy. Alright, this one we can just take out with bullets. We're not getting any drops, though. We're getting really unlucky with drops. Alright, stand right here. I'm actually going to use my last vial. Because there's a bug up here that I want to kill, and I don't want to run out of bullets while I'm trying to fight him. So I have to make sure I have all, like, as many bullets as I can get. Yeah, because he drops a chunk. Maybe even 2 chunks. 2 chunks, yeah, that's great. How many do we have now? Oh, we have 7 chunks. I think there's one more in the area up ahead. Can we actually grab it, though, with no vials and no bullets? It's going to be tricky. I would rather go back to the dream and bank these echoes first. And worry about getting chunks later. But it would be really nice if we could get one more chunk right now, because that would be a +9 repeating pistol. I think we need more vitality now. We're at the point where our vitality is just too low for where we are in the game. We need to start leveling vitality. Just so I don't keep getting one-shot by enemies. All of the resources we bought earlier are gone already. We're gonna have to live with that for now. What was it that I wanted to do? I said that I wanted to do something else. Can't remember. I'll just go... There's something I want to do, but I can't remember what it is. Upper Cathedral Ward, that's it. I don't think I said that out loud, but I was thinking it earlier. There's definitely a chunk up here. And we can get the Cosmic Eye Watcher badge while we're here. So this is worth it. Let's go do this first before we do anything else. Not to mention the fact that Celestial Emissary and Abritus are both weak against Bloodtinge. So once we unlock these bosses, we should be able to kill them relatively quick. I'll probably limit myself to 3 hours. If it gets close to the 3 hours mark, I'll probably end the stream. Everyone in the Cathedral Ward has gone insane now. If I get to the end of Upper Cathedral Ward, I'll probably just end the stream there as well. So we're very close to the end of the stream, today's stream now. Oh, I can't one-shot that guy. He drops 4 bullets though, so he still gives me more than what I spent on him. I'm gonna run past these guys. I think I can do it. Yeah. I don't normally do that, so it's not a maneuver I've practiced, but it shouldn't be that difficult either. There's a big guy out here. No, there's a bunch of small guys following me. The big guy's not out here. Nobody else is following me, so I can just go to the ladder now. Oh, there's the big guy. Should be a one-shot. Yeah, 532 repeating pistol. No bone marrow ash as well. So that would have dealt 1,000, 1,200. It would have dealt around 1,300 damage, I think, with the bone marrow ash. But that's like a napkin math, but it's probably close. Need to reload. Which is fine, because these guys will give me more bullets. Not bad. We're actually like back to full resources. This would be a good spot to farm. You get vials and bullets all the way up. Plus the enemies give relatively good echoes. Like for this point in the game, like if I had come here, you know, like right after opening the door in Cathedral Ward, they would be giving pretty good echoes. Blue elixir. These guys are kind of annoying. It's tough to fight them on this narrow bridge. Specifically because one of them doesn't try to attack you, he just stands back casting spells. I really needed that to kill him. Okay, we got him. Alright, that solves the problem. This guy doesn't have any ranged attacks. So you can just do this. Much easier. It's harder to fight him if his friend is behind him casting spells at you. Someone here, whose name unfortunately I cannot read, says, "Really? Yes, really. We're doing, we're doing Bloodborne, Bloodtinge only. Basically, I can only use my guns. Right now, I'm using the Raider Palash as my main gun, and then repeating pistol for burst damage, which, in my opinion, are probably going to be the guns that we use for the rest of the run. There's not anything better than what I've got. This is the best right-handed gun, and this is the best left-handed gun. There's something over there. I don't think it's worth fighting all these crows. That's actually kind of good. Right now, with us being so low on resources, a Cold Blood 9 is actually pretty decent. This guy, I don't have a lot of BMA to waste, so I'm just going to fight him normally. He is one of the harder ones to parry, though. Okay, he's kind of behaving. He's doing attacks that I can parry. These guys are going to be an absolute pain in the butt to fight. I'm kind of wondering how I want to tackle this. What I want is for him to do an attack I can parry. But he doesn't want to do that. Yeah, he wants to do this. If I have to chip him down one bullet at a time, it's a lot harder. Okay. Yeah, that's really tough. You waste a lot of bullets doing that. And he didn't drop any Quicksilver. I'm getting really unlucky with Quicksilver drops. Challenge is hard until you defeat Bloodstarred Beast. After that, the challenge is easy. Oh, really? Have you done it? I agree. It's not that hard, but I wouldn't say it's easy. The wolves are a lot tougher to fight without a melee weapon too. The setup parry really depends on melee attacking them. Alright, he wanted to behave today, so... Oh. That was a bad shot. Yeah, we really wasted a lot of bullets already. I'm not managing my bullets really well. That was a huge misplay on my part. I actually shot the repeating pistol with no bullets in it, which caused my gun to, like, stall. And then I couldn't even hit him with the... attack that I wanted to. I think I'm actually gonna run past everything. I've never tried this before, but I think it should be possible. I don't think the werewolves can get through this gap. Let's find out. Can the werewolves get through this gap? If they can't get through this gap, then this is actually a pretty safe strategy. Yeah, wow, that's really safe. I can't believe I've never done that before. There we go. There's the 2 chunks we need. I'm stuck at Bloodstarred Beast. Oh my god, the damage he does is crazy, and you run out of bullets. Yeah, Bloodstarred Beast was pretty tricky. We got kind of stuck there as well for a little while. Although I've actually done the challenge off stream before, and it went much better. It's kind of funny how bad it went as soon as I tried to do it on stream. And even the last time I streamed it, it went better than this. This has been like my worst gun-only challenge. Come on, man. Just do your melee attack. Why does he not want to do his melee attack? Oh. stalled out on bullets again. This is a pain in the butt. I can't believe I ran out of bullets. Well, I actually can, because these guys take a lot of bullets to kill. Alright, let me think about how I want to handle the rest of this area then, having, like, basically no bullets. If I remember correctly, I can't remember what's in this hallway. If there are bullets here, then it's kind of worth it to go over here. But if it's something else, then it's not worth it at all. It's like blue elixir and other stuff. Do your grab attack. I pretty strongly disagree with what just happened. Somehow I shot him and he didn't get staggered at all. And he was able to cast the spell while I was shooting my gun. Okay, do your melee attack now. There you go. Okay. Yeah, these guys are a lot harder to fight when you have no bullets left. Okay, finally one of them dropped bullets. They're supposed to drop bullets, like, frequently. But they're not dropping them for some reason. Which is why I'm running out. Yeah, there was no bullets over here. That was a waste. No death run isn't as good for streams because having a hard reset will make people get bored of doing the beginning of the game. Yeah, I can see both sides of that. I think like doing the no death run and like having to restart a few times would probably still be exciting. Obviously, the best would be if you can do it completely in one run without messing up. People would love that. But if you die like 1 or 2 times, people would probably be okay with it too. The issue is if you're like really bad at the game and you're just dying a bunch and you're not actually making any progress, then it wouldn't be fun to watch. So there's kind of like it's like a curve. The real hard challenge is to finish the game at level 1. Technically that's impossible, but you mean blood level 4, yeah. BL4 is pretty tough. I haven't actually done it yet. I want to do it at some point. The problem is when I do challenge runs, I like to keep the character around and use them after the run is finished, and you can't really do that with a BL4 run because the waste of skin starting like background is really bad. So like you can't turn it into like an optimized endgame build because it has like the least optimized stats, starting stats. Alright, let me think about how to deal with this situation now. Oh my god, he was right behind me. The problem is you have to kill, I think, you have to kill one of these guys, but it's not the one I'm fighting right now. It's like the other one. Alright. We're managing a lot better. Okay, yeah, I did get the orphanage key from him. We technically don't have to fight the other one, but I want to get the make contact gesture while I'm here. So, oh, we're up to 97 views. We're almost to 100. I want to get 100 before the stream ends today. It will be my first time getting 100 views on stream. Bro, do your melee attack. What is wrong with you? I'm standing right in front of you. He would literally rather run towards me and cast a spell than just do his melee attack while I'm already standing in front of him. Alright. So we'll get make contact. Rom is the boss who stopped you from completing the BL4 challenge. I could see that. Rom is tough. You would want to... Basically, I think before I fought Rom, I would already want to go through Chalice dungeons, get really good gems, and then make sure I go into the fight like with fire paper to give me even more damage. Like, you just have to have as much damage as possible. You want to burn... One Reborn is another one that's actually deceptively tough. On a normal playthrough, One Reborn is, like, not difficult at all. But the lower your level is, the lower your damage output is, the harder the One Reborn becomes. Bro, really? I hate when he gets stuck in an AI loop. Now it's fine, because he's just giving me free chance to reload. Alright, the reason I had to come over here is because I want to get this badge. Well, we need this to buy bolt paper. But yeah, I don't like doing challenge runs where, like, afterwards the character is useless. and that's the problem with BL4. Because it has pretty high arcane and pretty high Bloodtinge. It's not like high, but it's like higher than the minimum. You can't like make it into an optimized build later unless you're planning to have both arcane and Bloodtinge on the same build, which would be stupid. Like no build wants to have both Bloodtinge and arcane. That's like the least optimized build you can make, basically. All right, we've still got 10 minutes. I'll go restock my supplies, and then I'll go fight Celestial Emissary. And then I'll probably end the stream there. I don't think I want to fight Abretus. I'll fight Abretus at the start of next stream. Can we get 3 more views in the next 10 minutes? Let's see. I think I probably got a lot of views from Reddit today. I'm not sure, but I suspect that I probably did. I won't be able to check until like 3 hours after the stream. Alright. We want Bone Marrow Ash. I can't buy more fire paper, it's too expensive. I think honestly we should be using Insight to get fire paper. Oh, hold on, we need a little bit more echoes because we're going to upgrade our gun again. Since we got all those Bloodstone chunks. So we should be able to upgrade our repeating pistol to +9 now, which is going to be absolutely glorious. Yeah, so we're going from 178 plus 110, which is 278. Sorry, 178 plus 100, which is 278, all the way up to 110 plus 189, which is 299 damage. So we're gaining a lot of damage. Not to mention, you have to keep in mind, it's not just the extra damage that we're gaining, but every time we hit an enemy who's off balance, we get an extra 40% damage. Using the Bone Marrow Ash, we get 2.5 times damage. If the enemy's on the ground, they take 1.5 times damage. Like, you can add all these modifiers up, and, you know, an extra 30 damage ends up becoming like an extra 200 damage. Like, it's absolutely crazy. Depending on the circumstances. Yeah, I'm not sure if we should be using fire paper now to make the run easier, or if we should, Insight now to buy fire paper to make the run easier, or if we should be saving Insight for later to make it easier for me to get chunks after I finish the run. It's a tricky call. Alright, let's go defeat Celestial Emissary. Nope. It's actually the first lamp, funny enough. Upper Cathedral Ward. Patrick Dodson says they came from Reddit. Cool. I hope you upvoted. Person who's, unfortunately, if you want to tell me what I can call you, I will call you that. I don't know how to read your name, but when the boss is trash in Dark Souls 3, it's because it's very easy. In Bloodborne, the trash bosses are the ones that can one-shot you. So Dark Souls 3, the thing I don't like about Dark Souls 3 is that it punishes you for trying to use creative builds. And over time, I would say in Dark Souls 3, every character eventually starts to become very derivative. Like, for example, I tried to do a build where the idea was to stack a ton of endurance, a ton of armor, and use my shield. And it doesn't, like, it works for like 70% of the game. And then suddenly, when you get to the end of the game, it just becomes impossible. Every enemy is, like, bigger than you. They have further reach. They're faster than you. They have infinite stamina. They can instantly break your guard with a single hit. So, like, using a shield just doesn't work anymore. And it's, like, it's really sad. It's, like, I was having a lot of fun playing the game this way. And then you just made it so it's, like, impossible. It just doesn't work anymore. I think this is the emissary. No, it's not. Here he is. This is him. He's actually not taking as much damage as I was hoping. He doesn't normally attack, so you can't really parry him. Come on, get out of the way. Oh, watch out, watch out. I got a little bit too greedy on my reloads. This was actually easier on Hunter Tool only, because we had more efficient means for clearing out these guys. Alright, I'm not going to run out of ammunition in this fight, so I should be using the repeating pistol whenever I can. Switching over to Bone Marrow Ash shots now. The Bone Marrow shots should be enough to just take him out. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to save the rest of my Bone Marrow and just finish him with regular shots now. That was easy. He's actually easier in the big form than the small form. The small form is tough because all of his allies are like body blocking him. The small form is actually... the big form is actually easier to fight because you don't have... Like, the other guys don't get in the way anymore. Alright, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to grab a Call Beyond so I can sell it. And then... I don't think we're ready to fight a Breedis. I'd rather go in there and fight her with, like... with a full stockpile of bullets, Bone Marrow Ash, and everything else. Let me kill these guys before I warp back. Might as well just get their echoes. Yeah, like those guys, if you don't kill them before the black hole appears over their head, the lasers will continue to fire even after they die. That's how a Call Beyond works as well. Alright, looks like we're unfortunately not going to get 100 viewers today. Sad times, but it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and quickly skim back through the chat. Skull Creek, thanks for being here today. Musa Gaming, thanks for stopping by earlier. Random Jeff was here briefly earlier. Thanks for stopping by. Guy was here today. Thank you for being here. Patrick Dodson was here. Thanks for stopping by. I Need Bloodborne 2 was here. You're not going to get Bloodborne 2, I'm sorry to tell you. It is never going to happen. Believers are in shambles. But either way, thanks for stopping by. Yellow stopped by earlier. I actually forgot about them being here. Thanks for stopping by. Ricky was here for a while, actually. A new viewer today. First-time viewer, Ricky. Thanks for stopping by today, Ricky. Red Nass was also here for a little while, not too long ago. Brain Control stopped here earlier today. They're usually just here for puzzle game streams, but they usually stop by and say hello during the Bloodborne streams and other streams. Person whose name, unfortunately... Aldrich, you think Aldrich is the hardest boss? He's pretty tough, yeah. Especially on low-level runs. Person, unfortunately, like I said, I can't read your name, but thanks for being here today. Somebody else stopped by here earlier, but the chat history doesn't go back that far, so if you were here earlier in the stream and you weren't here later in the stream, thanks for being here. Unfortunately, I can't see your name anymore. I'm going to head out for now. Enjoy the rest of your day.